been put through a table. I've been hit with kendo sticks.
My God, my heart broke when he announced his final run.
I think about that on a daily basis, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I have to put that as my best memory, and I had to say it on this show.
Peacock is somehow not as good as on the WWE Network.
Welcome to Hot Takes and Headlocks, the only show where we interview you, pro wrestling fans, about your love for professional wrestling. Always live, zero edits, no scripted finishes. I'm your host, Joe Zuleta, aka Spanish85 on Twitter. We got a great one for you tonight. We're breaking down Wrestlemania 42, my special guest and myself. But before we get to our guest, hit a Mexican destroyer on that like and subscribe button on the Hardcore Sports Network Facebook and YouTube page. The best YouTube channel where you get all your need for all things sports, news, watch-alongs, and live reactions. If you're watching live, light up our interactive chat and be part of the conversation. Let us know where you're chatting to us from. The more engaged our audience is, the better we can make the show for you. And finally, if you want to be on an upcoming Hot Takes and Headlocks episode, email me at hottakesandheadlocks@gmail.com so we can schedule you for a future show. And now, our guest tonight, he is a wrestling encyclopedia, let's say, on all things Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era, and beyond. A wrestling professor, if you will. And gaming extraordinaire. You can find him on Twitch, call sign Manvel, coming to us live from New Jersey. Here is Manny.
Yo, what up? I like that intro. I like it.
You like
I
that?
like it. Yes, I like it a lot. Yo. I like it a lot. Thank you for having me. Took us a while, yo.
It did take us a minute, but
it took us a minute, but it's worth it.
Yeah, because we could have done this in October, November, but you know what? It's happening now, WrestleMania week,
The best time of the year.
Yes,
Our Super Bowl, yo. Our Super Bowl.
Yo, without a doubt, it is our Super Bowl.
It's our tradition. It is America's pastime. It's
real.
Our Super Bowl, our World Series, NBA Finals, NHL, whatever it is. It's our World Cup, yo. Like, come on, nothing is better than that.
How are you? How are you waking up in the morning each day during WrestleMania week, knowing that we're only days away from WrestleMania?
Yo, it's crazy. I've been waking up and going to TikTok, and just seeing all the wrestling stuff going on right now. I'm just loving it because, like, especially when on WWE's TikTok when they show Danhausen.
Yeah,
I love that. I love everything that they're doing with him. They just need to put him and R-Truth together. That's it. That's the show right there. 4 hours of him and R-Truth. That's it.
Talk about someone who had so much negativity over his debut in WWE, myself included, by the way. I was not a fan of the way they debuted him, but ever since then, it's been amazing. So entertaining.
Yes, it has. I feel like he's like the new R-Truth. Because we know, like, come on, R-Truth ain't going to be around forever. He will always be able to make us laugh. But in all honesty, like, Danhausen can take that from us.
Mike, lighten up the chat. I have been watching wrestling for 50 years.
Wow, you went through the golden age of wrestling, man. Yo. Like, I mean, golden age is number 2, but we got to say Attitude Era is number 1.
Attitude Era has always been WrestleMania.
That's really good. You know? Mike, do you remember back on pay-per-view when they had you might remember this too. WrestleMania all day when they did it all, they showed every WrestleMania. I forgot which one it was. It was on pay-per-view. They did a whole day of it showing nothing but WrestleManias. It was in the 90s because I remember I remember sitting at home on a Sunday watching it all day. My mom got mad because she had to pay all that money for the whole day for the pay-per-view because me and my brother and my dad sat there and watched it all day long, all the old matches. I don't remember. I think it was probably like 97, 98, but it was fantastic. I loved it. 100% worth it.
We got the X-Man in the chat. Old Man Truth. What are you trying to say, X-Man? What are you trying to say?
Ain't no,
What was your first WrestleMania, X? I want that's what I want to know because we got Mike here who hasn't missed a single one.
what was your first WrestleMania?
WrestleMania 12.
WrestleMania 12?
WrestleMania 12.
What year was that?
96.
96. So 96. So mine was like 2 years before that.
Yeah?
Yeah, 2 years before that. Because growing up, my dad's a huge wrestling fan, always been a wrestling fan. But my first one that he took me to was I was living in Philly, and it was the Philadelphia Convention Center that they had. That was the first one, small arena, and I remember it like yesterday. I was scared and everything, but that locked me in for my entire life. That made me hooked. Like, but we talked about this before. It's a generation thing. Like, you get it from your parents. They pass it down. Like, it's just like something you gotta pass down from generation to generation. Like,
Exactly.
that's why I'm hoping, like, when I have a son, we sit down, we watch all the WrestleManias, like from one all the way to whatever day it is, whatever present day it is.
It is, man, and it's happening. And you're exactly right. It's happening right now with me and my kids. I just took them to their first Raw at Madison Square Garden last week, and there's another layer to this as well too, because so I'm celebrating my 30th year of being a pro wrestling fan. I went back, way back. And my first wrestling event was actually at the Garden, Madison Square Garden, March 17th. That was my first live event. And get this, I've never been to a wrestling event at the Garden since then. So that was my first, and now my second time, 30 years later, is me taking my kids with me.
That is a true blessing. That is like a full circle for you. Because now, when it comes time for your kids to get older, they're gonna be like, "Dad, let's go, and let's go ahead and take their kids, your grandkids, and then you and them all go, and then it's just gonna be like a good family event." But at that time, hopefully, he's a millionaire, and he take you to get a suite, right? Get the experience, because you're gonna be a little like, you ain't gonna want to be down there with all the.
Oh no,
young people. Like,
I'm feeling the other side of going to a Mania event at the Garden. I was a kid first, and now as a grown up, now I know. Well, actually, tickets then weren't going for what they're going right now. So,
nowhere near.
Not at all.
All the ECW shows at the bingo. Oh, I love the bingo hall. Who did not love the bingo hall?
X-Man Mania 27 was the first one I ever watched. 27.
27 was a good one. 27 was a good one.
Main event. That was John Cena versus The Miz with The Rock hosting.
Yes.
And Mike remembers Zbyszko versus Bruno Shea Stadium cage match.
Wow. Yeah, you're going a little too far back for me. I don't remember that one, but I'm going to look it up now. Like, find it and watch it, yo.
What's up, Jonesy? Man, this chat is active tonight. Thank you so much, guys, for chiming in. Thank you. X-Men, I'm going to my first big wrestling show next month.
What's your big wrestling show next month? I feel like the suspense is going to kill me now.
Mike, I remember Tommy Rich versus Buzz Sawyer feud 2. The closest in the
first enclosed
cage match to the Freebirds versus JYD and Freebirds versus Von Erichs.
Wow.
That's definitely before my time.
Wow, Ron Erichs.
And he remembers CM Punk at Murphy Rec Center in South Philly when he first started.
Yo, I did not think anybody would remember that. I remember that. I remember it. Mania 6 was the first one I watched. Mania 6 was that was AEW double or nothing.
His first wrestling event is gonna be AEW Double or Nothing.
It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. The way I look at AEW is like they're kind of like the ECW and WCW mixed in together, and WWE is like trying to still. Hopefully, we bounce back. But I mean, we are in WrestleMania season. We all love WrestleMania. But good luck with that. Enjoy that show. AEW, welcome to your first live event. Remember when I told you I went to SmackDown a couple years ago at the Prudential Center? How fun that was.
Yeah, man.
With the New Day being right there, what, three rows in from the stage? That's phenomenal. I like the seats that you got, yo. So enjoy it.
Thank you, man.
Enjoy it.
Thank you. So listen, guys, we are here tonight. This isn't a regular Hot Takes and Headlocks episode where we're interviewing our guest here about his fandom for pro wrestling. We're here tonight to break down WrestleMania Night 1 and 2. We're here to talk about the good, the bad, and everything in between. All right. So nobody hold back because we're not going to. This is it. We're going to deep dive in right now, starting with Night 1. You know what we got going on Night 1, Manny? Do you know what's going on Night 1? You know how they're starting Night 1?
They're starting with the ISO Speed. Who is it? Logan Paul and what's his face? Austin Theory versus the Usos and LA Knight. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I want to see how ISO Speed does.
Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought they were going to air 2 matches from Mania on cable TV. First hour on ESPN2.
Who would have ever thought in our entire lives that they would do that? Who would have thought that?
Never.
Ever. Never. I would have never thought they maybe one match, like if they had the Andre Battle Royale, I could see them doing that, but like 2 matches at the same exact time, like on both days. I don't know. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to it. Can I tell you my prediction for that?
Here we go. So which one did they say they're starting Night 1 first off? I think they're starting off with the tag match, right? And
then the tag match. The Drew McIntyre.
All right. Yes. So let's hear it.
Honestly, my honest opinion, I think ISO Speed is going to turn babyface.
Babyface, okay.
I think this is all set up to get him more so to stick around longer. And I think he's going to turn on Logan Paul. I think he's going to turn. I think he's going to turn on him because look at the little breadcrumbs that they leave us, like the way he got pushed into it and all like that, and the whole curse with Danhausen. This might be a whole setup to have him turn babyface. I mean, I saw ISO Speed's like YouTubes. I can't see him being a heel. He's not a heel. He's too nice of a guy. I feel like he's going to turn on Logan Paul and Austin Theory, and the Usos and LA Knights going to win it.
So this is what's led up to this match, right? So we had the Vision sort of like really trying to find their footing with all the injuries going on, and Paul Heyman telling Austin Theory and Jake Paul, listen, we've got no leverage. We got nothing. You know what we need? We need titles. And until we have titles, we've got nothing. So that was followed by them earning a number 1 contendership match against the Usos, which, as we saw, ISO Speed ended up getting involved and indirectly causing the Vision to get the tag titles. He also punched LA Knight with the brass knucks. So now we've got LA Knight involved, and he now has gotten himself involved by this becoming a 3-way rather than becoming a tag team
title match. Yes.
All right.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing that tag team title match though, a rematch of that though. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Mike's getting ahead of us. He's saying, I think
yeah.
Drew versus Jacob and Gunther versus Rollins will both steal the show. And the Andre Battle Royal should have a height limit.
Yo, that is true though. It is true. Because Andre was bigger than life. I mean, I feel like I kind of agree with Mike about that. I think McIntyre and Fatu and Rollins and Gunther is going to be the highlight of night one. All honesty, I think that's going to be the two matches to watch. The two matches, because I mean, like let's be honest, like that first hour, they're going to want to try to get seats. They want to get butts in those seats.
Yep.
That McIntyre and Fatu might get them there because, I mean, well, we know Drew McIntyre is about to go off, right, and do the Highlander movie or show.
Yep.
So, I mean, we're going to see something probably big. I wouldn't be surprised, personally, if, like, somebody comes back, interfere with their match or something. Like, you know, like, who knows what could happen? It's WrestleMania weekend. Who knows what could happen? Who knows? We always need some type of surprise. Type of surprise. We need something.
Yep. For me, man, and I don't know if you or everyone else watching shares the same sentiment, man, but we're in an era now where suddenly it's okay, where we have streamers, celebrities involving themselves more than ever in the pro wrestling business. Now, there have been some that have made it work great, some so-so, and some that just aren't cut out to be in this business. You know, take WrestleMania 41 as an example. Travis Scott was not made for this.
We gotta talk about that. Like, I got rid of that Travis Scott in my head, yo. Like,
yeah.
He was not it, yo. He was not it. Not it at all. No. We knew that he didn't get in shape for it. He admitted that he was more worried about his tour, but like seeing someone like Jelly Roll come and put into it and I Show Speed, like, I don't mind. Like, if I can see that your heart is into it. Me and you had this conversation. You know, I don't like Logan Paul. I don't like him as a streamer. But, I mean, is he doing his thing? He's doing his thing. And I got to respect it. But, like, I Show Speed and all like that, I don't mind them in there if they show how much of a fan they are. I feel like Travis Scott dropped the ball with that.
Yeah.
He showed up with a belt carrying out, like, I wouldn't say disrespectful, but it just seemed like he might be a fan, but not a diehard fan like us, like the way we are every day in and day out. Right.
I mean, we've seen I Show Speed get involved in these very small ways. You know, he was, you know, he showed up for Logan Paul once. He ended up getting RKO'd here and there. He got speared to death by Braun Breaker.
Oh my God!
At the Royal
remember
Rumble.
that.
So we know he's putting in work to be able to take these really hard hits from wrestlers. And now we're gonna see him in a match, like in an actual match where he's gonna be in there for more than just 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in seeing at all the work that he's put in. But if it were me booking this, man, I would prefer to see a match where there's more stakes than what there's going into this right now. Like, the tag titles aren't even on the line, so it's like there's nothing at stake with this match. So for me, this is one of those where, for me, the build for this match just wasn't what I was hoping it was going to be. I hope they do a great job for it. I'm going to watch it, but this is just one of those for me where it was like, you know, this one led up to poor booking, in my opinion.
Yeah, it all comes down is they execute it right. If they can execute it perfectly and make it like stunning, I think it would make up for your doubts from before. I think you'll be like, all right, we want to know something. I can trust the process. It is a little bit of a process, but I see where you're coming from, though. I see where you're coming from. But
so your prediction again for this?
So first match.
Yeah, for this first match, what was it again that you think Aisho's going to turn?
Yeah,
face?
I think he's going to be a baby face. I think he's going to be a face. I mean, let's be honest. Like his whole entire interaction that he's been having, he's too cheery to be a heel. He can't do it. I'm sorry. He won't be able to do it. That's like when they tried to make John Cena a heel. We just couldn't accept it. Like I can't accept him as a heel.
True.
So okay. I feel like he's going to turn. He's going to turn. Okay, we're going to see it. You're going to see it live.
I'm going to go with my match prediction on this one. The team going over is going to be. I think it's going to be the Vision going over on this one.
Why? Why do you think that?
Because they have the titles, right? If anything, they need the win more so than the Usos and LA Knight do. If you're going to have these guys have a long tag title run, they need to build up more momentum, more wins under their belt. If they want the Vision to be on top where they were before Braun Breaker and Big Bronson Reed got their injuries, they can't be losing matches, especially at WrestleMania. If they're going to make them a top heel faction, they need this win more so than the Usos do.
Well, then at that point, they need their mouthpiece back then. They need Paul Heyman back. I understand Brock Lesnar's back, but they need Paul Heyman. I'm sorry. Like Paul Heyman, when he was with them and like the way he just made us feel so real. The chemistry. Yeah. That's what they need. They need that one person to pull them all together. Like the two of them together. I feel like Paul Heyman will be able to do that.
All right.
But I mean, we're on the opposite side, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We're not going to agree on everything. I promise you that right now. We're not going to agree on everything.
No. We'll agree on a lot.
We'll agree to disagree.
Yeah. There we go.
Now, Drew versus Jacob Fatu. This one, especially with me going live. So for anyone who doesn't know already, I'm actually going to Vegas. I'm going to be going to WrestleMania 42, my first WrestleMania ever. I'm going to be there in the audience watching at both nights. Now, this one is one of those where it's going to be very exciting to be watching this one live because these guys are going to go all out in this match.
And I can see it because I can see Fatu, especially because it's an unsanctioned match.
Yeah.
Fatu is going to unleash. I feel like when they make Fatu, like unleash Fatu, like it makes you think of like Umaga, like he's part of that family, Umaga. Like when Umaga's unleashed, when he was unleashed, it was like devastating. And like Rikishi and all of them. So I feel like, if I could be there live and watch that, I would want to feel the energy from him just radiating off of him. But as far as like the match goes, it's going to be a good match. Like I said, I agree with Mike. I feel like this is going to be one of those matches. It's a sleeper match. It's going to steal the show, and especially because everybody's going to be able to watch it on ESPN2. And then hopefully that gets everybody interested to be able to say, all right, if they don't have that ESPN Ultimate, to go ahead and subscribe and watch the rest of WrestleMania.
I'm going to put you in the hot seat for a second.
Go right ahead.
Are you subscribed to ESPN Ultimate?
I'm not subscribed, but I do have a login for it.
Oh,
so I do have a login for it because I'm not subscribed because my sister has ESPN, like the whole thing through her cable provider. So I asked her and she was like, yeah, I can use her. Go ahead and use hers because she pays for it. She doesn't use ESPN Ultimate for anything. So I was like, oh, I'm going to just use yours and be able to watch everything that I need to watch going forward.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Like,
yeah.
In all honesty, did I want to have to pay for it? Would I have paid for it? For WrestleMania, I will always pay for WrestleMania. WrestleMania is the one thing I will always, any time of the year. You can even ask my wife. Before they have the streaming service, I paid for it on pay-per-view with Optimum. I did not care. That's the one time of the year I will pay for any subscription, no matter how much it costs. I will make it happen. But WrestleMania, I gotta watch.
Before streaming was a thing, before the WWE Network, for me to go and watch WrestleMania, I would actually go to the Hooters in Wayne.
Wow, you made that hike.
Yeah, man. I went to the
It was
Hooters
worth it.
in Wayne. It was oh yeah, there was a crowd there every night, good food. It was fun. Not every PLE was a hit. There were a lot of them that sucked.
Oh yeah,
But
no, yeah.
Mania season, man, it was the parking lot was crazy packed. You had to get there early, almost like as if you were at the arenas to make sure that you got yourself a table.
Yep.
And it was such a good time, man. And then streaming happened, and then all of that changed.
I just think like a lot of people.
Hey, yes, I wasn't the only one.
Y'all wasn't going for the PLEs. I was going for the wings and the Hooters, right? Like, but in all honesty, a lot of people are upset with WWE and TKO overall, because how you going to sit there and put Raw on Netflix and make me pay for one subscription that I already have, and then be like, oh, to watch all our pay-per-views, we were under the influence, like, oh, it's going to Netflix, all the pay-per-views are going to be on Netflix, right? But then you was like, no, we're going on ESPN Ultimate. And it's like, what? And then you look at the price of ESPN Ultimate and you're like, yeah, another bill. But then you look at like what they did with UFC and was like, oh, Paramount Plus, you get free through Walmart Plus. So you already got the free paper, all the UFC fights and all like that. No, they don't. There's no Hooters up there no more. Unfortunately, they don't. I only think there's a Hooters in Jersey.
I think the last one. I think the last one in Jersey actually shut down. So I couldn't say if outside of Jersey they still do it. I
think they still do it. Yeah, I like that. I'd rather go to Hooters, pay that little franchisee, than to pay ESPN. I respect that. I respect that. I'm on the same boat with them. I don't want to really pay for ESPN.
No, man, because the whole energy, the vibe. You grab a few of your friends, get a table, dine, and have just that atmosphere. Watch it together. It's such a good time, man.
And you want to know who else is going to love it? That waitress.
Oh yeah.
Because at the end of that, what, like 4 hours, that waitress tip, she's probably waiting, just like sitting there, like, I'm about to have my rent money. Like, that is, it's a shame though. I do miss those days though, where you can get together and go watch these, whether it's like you said, at Hooters, at an establishment, or remember parties that people you would host a party and everybody come and watch it. And everybody, like, you be meeting a bunch of random friends. Like, I miss those days, yo. I really, really do. I really, really do.
So we kind of got lost in the weeds.
But like the Fatu and McIntyre, who are you going with? Let's ask you this. Let's see your prediction this time first.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Fatu on this one.
See, we agree.
I'm going with Fatu on this one. You know what? Because if McIntyre is gonna be going out to film this latest project he's got going on, this would be the way to do it. It's a good way to protect him, because this guy's a giant Scottish warrior. If he's going to be sidelined, storyline wise for a given amount of time, you need to give him a strong opponent and strong reasons why he's going to be out of action for a while. And an unsanctioned match is the way to do it.
Yes. Like, I like McIntyre. I like what they've been doing with him lately, but they have to give it to Fatu, like you said. If he's going to be gone for a while, that's like when The Rock would be gone for a while. They took him. They made him lose at a big pay-per-view, take him out for a while so that he can then come back and redeem himself. So McIntyre can go out, come back, and pick up where he left off at. But to lose one of his final matches to Fatu, for now, we know he'll be back. It'd be worth it though. And Fatu's like, I put Fatu at the top of the mid card tier. I would have put him in the top, like he should be able to go for like WWE Championship gold right now, but like he's going to get there. I feel like he'll be there, just like with Roman Reigns. When he got his first win, it was horrible, but worked on him a little bit. It worked out.
In my opinion, they got to flip flop these first two matches. It's because if you're the performer, and I've heard this many times before, if you're not the main event, then you want to go first. You want to set the tone for the show, especially for Mania. And I think Drew and Fatu are better equipped to set the tone for night one of Mania than the 6-man tag match.
Yeah, I can see you. I can see you because you have, in all actuality, 2 veterans, and then you have the 6-man tag with 2 big social media influencers.
Yeah.
Like, how can you set the tone for night one with that, where like that should be somewhere crammed? I mean, not crammed, but somewhere put in the middle of it.
Right.
So yes, I would agree. Like if they have that McIntyre and Fatu match to start off to set that high energy tone, that will get people to the. I mean, what, they're still selling tickets. They're still trying to sell out. So if they can get that one first to get people to sit and watch, I think people will show up for that type of match.
Definitely.
But we agree, Fatu should win. So see, we did agree on this one.
There you go, man. And then we have the
actual PLE.
PLE. We have the women's fatal 4-way tag match for the women's tag titles.
Yes.
Talk to me about what you think about the build, how we got here to a fatal 4-way women's tag title match.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think the Bella should have been in it.
Oh, okay.
I just feel like they're adding in something to appease to the older generation. Because they didn't put as much focus into the women's division, so they want to bring back like the Diva, like they're from the Diva era, right?
Yeah.
So they want to bring them in to try to get those people in, but like I feel like they just stand out too much. The build of the match, I actually enjoy it. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I actually really did kind of enjoy it. But you know me, I'm a big Bayley fan. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like Bayley just stands out for me. She just stands out for me. But the build up for it, I like it. I understand it. It was good to go through and watch. But I just feel like the Bellas are just, and they're just an oddball when it comes to it. In all honesty, like Nia Jax beat Bayley, beat Charlotte Flair, beat Alexa Bliss before, right? Like all of them have something to tie in with each other. The Bellas just don't seem like they are. It was like a last minute, like let's just get another tag team in there and make it a fatal 4-way instead of having to be a triple threat.
I think that, well, first off, as far as the build goes, we got one team that has been MIA for this build up to this WrestleMania match, and that's the Bellas. I think it was Nikki Bella who had her ankle rolled up on, and she got injured, and she's been rehabbing the ankle so that way she's ready for Mania. So they didn't change the graphic, they didn't change the team. The Bellas are still in it, so it looks like they're going to be moving forward with it. But as far as who I think is going to come out winning this, man, I don't want it to be, but I think it's going to be the Bellas winning this.
I don't know. I gotta disagree with you with that.
Okay.
I gotta disagree with you with that. I feel like, and you might see it later. You might feel it later on. I feel like they're building up for Charlotte and Alexa to feud for a little bit, and I feel like that's going to be the downfall. They're not going to win it. They're not going to win it, but I think that's going to cause Bailey and Valkyria to secure the win. I feel like they'll be the winners. The Bellas, like, no. They should have, if they had this as an elimination fatal 4-way, I could say, all right, it'd be a little bit better because then they can go ahead and get the Bellas out really like ASAP. Because like you said, they've been missing. They're the only ones that have been missing. So if it's elimination, you can eliminate them first because they don't really tie into the rest of these good athletes that have been there. I mean, not saying anything about them. I've never been a fan of the Bellas. I don't know. I just feel like there was people always better than them. Female-wise.
So I'll explain my reason for why I think the Bellas are going to win. So keep in mind, this is not the WWE of 20, 30 years ago where it was run by a family. This is a global conglomerate business right now that's all about the money, man. They're all about the money. Unfortunately, working great in the ring is only part of what they're looking for. At the end of the day, if I asked you, out of these 4 teams, which one do you think has better branding, a better social media standing that can bring in viewers? Which one of these teams even not only starred in a reality show, but actually had their own spin-off reality show named after them?
True. Exactly. But when you say that social media presence and who's going to get that money, I mean, that name Flair does carry a lot of money with it. So you also like it could go either way, but I don't think they're ready to put the titles around them yet. I think if they did like the next pay-per-view, the next PLE event, I could see them doing it. But at WrestleMania moment, I don't see it. No. Let them go off on the sunset. Like their time came and went. They've been champions countless times.
So I see your reasoning for Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, and I'll raise you this. I've seen that before already. I've seen them as tag champs. True. I've seen Ash Legend and Nia Jax as tag champs.
You've never seen the Bellas as tag champs.
I've never seen the Bellas.
I see where you're coming from.
I've never seen the Bellas as tag champs.
And you want to know something? We could both agree that it's not going to be Nia Jax. we are literally just like not talking about Jackson Legend at all, and that's a shame.
It is, man.
I think it's just because Nia Jax, when she first came in, she was phenomenal. I thought she was going to be like the next China. I thought that's what they were going to make her. But then when she went out because of all these different things, which I understand. When it comes to certain things, you got to stand by your principles and stuff like that. But when she went out and then she came back and then like it just seemed like they just was like, all right, yeah, we're just going to throw you in now. You're no longer an unstoppable force.
Mm-hmm.
They toned her down. But when I first saw her come in, I'm like, oh, she's going to be the next China. She's going to be our new China. We haven't had one of those since China, in all honesty. Like they tried it with Jazz, like they tried it with countless people, Beth Phoenix, but we can't never replicate that China again. So no. I'm that Nia Jax. I've just met up. I mean, we're just agreed. No, we're agreed that they're not going to retain the titles. Everybody will be surprised if they retain the titles.
Man, if they retain that, I will be shocked that they end up retaining. I will not see that coming from a mile away.
No, nobody will. Nobody. All right, so we got it. You choose the Bellas. I got
Yep.
Bailey and Valkyria. We'll see.
Yep.
We'll see what happens. Now to the best female fight of the night, though.
Ooh, all right, all right.
I'm gonna say this is going to probably, out of all the women matches, this is probably going to take the cake. In all honesty,
Okay.
because let's be honest, when was the last time AJ Lee was at a WrestleMania?
You know what? I could actually answer that because they keep saying it over and over again on every show. On every show, it's been 11 years since her last WrestleMania appearance.
But I feel like I like the storyline
Yep. Okay.
because it started with their husbands,
yes.
and then they switched it over to their wives.
Mm-hmm.
Please keep it going. I am enjoying it because let's be honest, AJ Lee. Like you could see that she's been out for a while. Like her mic skills isn't what it used to be and all like that. But it's showing like she's growing back into it.
Yeah.
So I would love to see this rivalry keep going after this pay-per-view. I really want to see it keep going.
I want to see how this all ties up together because I think this is. I think as far as their feud goes, I don't think it's going to continue after this. I think this is the final act. This is the crescendo. This is the finale for this long storied rivalry that they've had. God, for the past 6-7 months, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We started off with a mixed tag match. Then we had a War Games match. And then we've had since then two one-on-one matches with them. And now we have a third one-on-one match at WrestleMania. I want to because I've seen a lot of because I've seen them in the ring multiple times already. I do want to see them do something that they have not done yet. What that is, I don't know. But I don't. What I do know is that I don't want to see the same thing that they've been doing leading up to this point. I want to see them do something that they have not done yet.
But you want to know something? This goes back to the previous match of Bliss and Flair breaking up. Because who can you put to go against Becky Lynch? Who can you put to go against AJ Lee? Right? This would be a perfect time to let us see AJ Lee versus Charlotte Flair.
Oh my God.
See how that works?
Oh
Plant
my
the seed.
God, man.
Plant the seed, right? Because no matter who comes out with it, I feel like they need to bring Charlotte Flair back into that. I mean, I'm not a huge Charlotte Flair fan, but they need to bring her back into that fold to the center. They need to bring her back. So I would not mind seeing an AJ Lee versus Charlotte Flair for. Actually, I want them to have the women's championship match.
Oh,
not the Intercontinental. I want them to have AJ Lee win the women's world championship, and then Charlotte Flair. Perfect. See that?
Chef's kiss, man. I love that setup. Love it.
So with this one, I'm gonna go with Becky Lynch winning it.
So you think that AJ Lee is going to continue appearing after WrestleMania? This is not going to be her swan song. Like she's going to continue.
She's going to continue with the WWE, but she's going to be on that appearance like the Brock Lesnar's, the Roman Reigns. Like she's going to be the first female to do that.
Okay.
I feel like she's going to be the first female, but I feel like when it comes to it, every time she comes out, there's a pop.
Oh yeah.
So that pop is just until there's no longer a pop. I feel like she's just going to continue to be that person. Okay. I feel like it. I feel like she should be able to main event a pay-per-view.
Do you think this rivalry has been continually picking up steam? Have we plateaued, or have we sort of been losing steam? I
feel like right now it's plateau.
Okay.
And like I would like for me personally, I would love to continue to see it. I would like it to be wrapped up the same way that it started with the mixed tag, like that ends it. But I feel like after this, it's just if they continue it, it's just going to start slowly going down. They milked the cow as long as they could. I think it's time to, like you said, unfortunately you got to move on from it, but they got to find somebody to be able to be strong-minded with them, that be able to be on their level.
One thing that I noticed, and I don't know if a lot of people have noticed this, is that we've known AJ Lee to be sort of that very crazy chick psycho character
That's
that
the come up, and she's from Jersey,
yeah.
so go figure.
But she has not really been acting that way since her return. As a matter of fact, the one losing their cool has been Becky Lynch lately.
Yes.
We only got this match at Mania because Becky, when they were doing a promo in the ring on a previous episode of Raw, she was losing it. She was being pretty crazy, and AJ Lee was the one that was normal, cool, collected. So for me, I miss psycho crazy AJ Lee. I want to see psycho crazy AJ Lee. But I do like this version of Becky Lynch that we've been seeing. I guess where I'm going with this is I want to see a little bit more from AJ Lee from a character perspective, because I feel like she's more so just playing herself rather than a character.
True. I can agree with that. Yeah. Because I feel like seeing her back in the day and how crazy she used to be and go off, but like now it's like she's cool, calm, collected. Maybe they're trying to play the whole spin of she's growing up, more mature. She left, she raised a family, this and that. But in all actuality, did she leave because she wanted to leave WWE, or was it she leaving because her husband was leaving at the same time?
I mean,
that's a question that we don't know. We would never get the honest. We won't get the honest truth from it because we were in her brain at the time.
Yeah.
But could we get the Psycho AJ Lee back? I wouldn't mind seeing that. I wouldn't mind seeing Psycho AJ Lee and a heel Alexa Bliss.
Ooh.
With the when she was tied in with Bray Wyatt, crazy.
Yeah.
That would be the best. That would be like Kane and Undertaker going back and forth. The two of them together. They're in playing those psychotic games. That'd be a good storyline.
If she stays beyond WrestleMania, I want the Becky Lynch thing to be over, and I want her to move on, and I want to see her in matches with other female talent. We saw her in the ring with Bayley. It was such a good match. They're both really great workers. After so many years outside of the ring, AJ Lee definitely still has it, and I know she can work with Becky Lynch. But I'm ready to move on from Becky Lynch. I want to see, what you said earlier, AJ Lee versus Charlotte Flair. I would love to see that. We've seen her and Bayley. I would love to see AJ Lee and Chelsea Green. This generation of female talent. I want to see her in the ring with as many of them as possible. Zelina Vega. Have we ever seen AJ Lee versus Zelina Vega?
No. Nope. Never. But you want to know something though? Save that AJ Lee and Charlotte Flair for next year's WrestleMania.
There you go.
That would be a WrestleMania. They can close out WrestleMania with that on either night 1 or night 2. Ooh. Have one of them be the women's world champion, and they can close out on that.
There hasn't been that many matches where it's just the women closing out WrestleMania. That's only happened a couple of times.
But that one would definitely be a big banger. It would definitely be a big banger.
Without a doubt.
If we was only on the writing team, right?
If only.
If only.
writing a live TV for 52 weeks straight a year.
I don't know. I get
Sounds
bored
easy.
after a while. I'll get bored after a while, in all honesty.
But
So
you mentioned banger, and that could not be a better word to describe the next match we're going to be talking about, because that's exactly what I think this one's going to be, a banger, and that's Seth Rollins versus Gunther.
the ring general.
Now, from a build standpoint, this has been a very wonky build to how we got here. A lot of changes, a lot of injuries. I was nervous that this was going to become more of a Seth versus Paul Heyman than Seth versus Vision.
Yo, I kind of was like thinking the same thing. Like, if they put Paul Heyman in the match, no,
Right.
this isn't ECW. No,
Right. But Seth Rollins came back from injury. Seth Rollins became cleared. And as he was going toe-to-toe with Paul Heyman on the mic, we have the return of Gunther. And we find out through backstage segments that Gunther is doing business with Paul Heyman. And this is a means for an end. He's telling Paul that he owes him one. We don't know how he's going to owe him yet, but I think we know where this is going beyond WrestleMania.
but doesn't it sound familiar?
It does sound familiar.
Doesn't it sound familiar?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we just had this storyline, and they dropped it because he got hurt.
Yep.
I feel like this is just a repeat, and I'm just like, how many times are you gonna clean this dish and say it's freaking flaming young? Like, how many times are you gonna say it? Like it's the same exact thing, and like, you get excited because you're right there, and you're like, oh, it's about to happen. It's about to like come full circle, and next thing you know, they're like, yeah, we can't do it now. We can't do it because the main person got hurt.
Right.
Because of this, because of that, and it's less. This goes back. Remember when we talked about the whole Rock thing, and John Cena and all like that? Like, that was supposed to be a whole year of build up, and literally just got erased overnight.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what they're trying to do now again. And it's just like, the last time I saw Seth, he was a heel. Now he's coming back, and he's a babyface. Like. So yes, I'm excited. It is going to be a banger. The match is. I'm not trying to say the match is not going to be good, but this is going to be, like I said, like the Fatu and McIntyre match. It's going to steal the show because it's going to play with a lot of emotions. Like, I get what they're trying to do with Gunther. Like, they tried it with Randy Orton with that. Remember he was the legend killer.
Yeah.
Now he's the retirer. Like, he's retiring people. But like, this match, I can't see it going any other way other than the Seth Rollins. It's going to be a back and forth match, and it's going to come down to the last minute. But I feel like at the end of it, I feel like a bit of me is going to say Paul Heyman is going to turn and help out Seth.
Oh my gosh. How do you explain something like that?
How did they explain this whole why Gunther came out of nowhere? Like, and the feud that him and Seth hasn't really been that long. Like, they just created it out of nowhere.
So the way I see it is Gunther has bigger plans beyond WrestleMania. I think that he sees Paul Heyman. He doesn't see Paul Heyman the wise man. He sees Paul Heyman the advocate. And who is the advocate for? Brock Lesnar. So he's helping him with his Seth Rollins problem so that he can cash in this favor he owes him for probably SummerSlam, where he can have a one-on-one match against the Beast, Brock Lesnar, to retire him.
No. Nah. I don't. I just.
He's gone on record to say that he's nearing the end of his WWE
Yes,
career.
yes, I know that. I know that. But like, out of all the people to retire him, out of the entire roster, Gunther. Now I understand like he retired John Cena, but that looked. We're not going to talk about that because that was just horrible. And then you let him retire AJ Styles.
AJ Styles, yeah.
Like, but what was the like? AJ Styles should have been retired. I could see.
Manny, you
Oh.
there?
Yeah, I'm there.
All right, we're back. We're back.
Yeah, we're back. We're back. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
I don't want him to retire. I don't want him to retire Brock.
well, for this match,
For this match, though, I'm going with Seth.
you're going with Seth.
I'm going.
It's so hard for this one because Seth just came back. When you come back from an injury, it's almost like an unwritten rule. When you come back from an injury and you're put in a big time match, you're booked to win, right? But he's being booked against the career killer, right? They're only booking Gunther in matches where he's basically retiring people. That's his gimmick now. So you're almost booking yourself into a corner where if you have someone in a match against Gunther, he shouldn't be losing.
True, but you can't have him go undefeated though. Like he's going to have to eventually lose. I'd rather see him lose to like. But that's also like Gunther. Like, what has he really been doing this entire time?
No.
It's the same. It's like the same thing. Like he really wasn't on. He wasn't relevant after a while. Like after the whole AJ Styles, he really wasn't relevant. He didn't have no rivalries with anybody. He was just in the back and like out of nowhere, they're just throwing him into this whole Paul Heyman thing. I don't know. I just feel like Seth freaking Rollins is going to win.
Or they just take the emergency button and they just make a schmaz out of it, disqualification or something like that.
If they do that, so many people are gonna be so mad for the rest of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like because this is a banger. This is night one. This is one of the top two matches for the night. So I mean, if they drop the ball like that and make it a DQ match, then at that point you might as well just say that whole career killer, he's done with that. That's done and gone. And Seth Rollins is about to go back to being the number one guy at that point. But don't make it a DQ match. They should have actually made this a non-DQ match.
But they didn't. It's just a regular match. It's just a regular match. So a DQ could stop this match altogether. And then that's their way of like, well, we got to make Seth look strong, but we can't make Gunther look weak. So instead of pinning either one or submitting either one, we're just gonna book one of them to lose by disqualification. Like, what?
Yep. So who you got for this one? You going with Gunther, right?
I'm thinking where's Gunther going beyond WrestleMania. So I think beyond this, I think he's gonna take care of the Seth Rollins problem so that Paul Heyman owes him a favor, and boom, we get to Gunther versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Okay. Wait, who did you choose for AJ Lee and Becky Lynch?
That's a good question. I don't think I even chose anyone for that one.
Because I chose Becky Lynch.
I think for this one, I think for this one, I'm gonna go AJ Lee. I'm gonna go AJ Lee on this one.
I think so far we going we agreed definitely on one. The second one we agreed that Nia Jackson Legend's not winning, but but we didn't agree who was gonna win. And so far we're on opposite sides of a lot of this, yo.
Yeah.
Which brings to the next one, the Women's World Championship match.
Oh man, if there is a match that this is one of two matches where the build to the WrestleMania match has been so good every single week. This is one of two. Out of 13 WrestleMania matches, this is one of two where the build I have enjoyed very much.
I have to. Because it's just nice just seeing like the backstory. I want to know who's actually the one that is like right in this story for them. Because it hasn't been a lot of time that these two have been feuding, in all honesty. So to be able to pack so much into a short amount of time to make it seem like they've been feuding for like 6-7 months.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. So I need to know whatever writer that's doing it, let them do another female match like this. Like we have another month to the next pay-per-view. Like they'll be able to do it. They can make magic happen now.
And not even like even to add to that, there's a little bit of a language barrier with this match. And even with a language barrier,
still enjoying it.
I'm still enjoying it. Like sure, I speak Spanish. Sure, I can understand what Stephanie Vaquer is saying. But if I didn't understand Spanish, I would still understand
what's going on.
What's going on. Yeah.
Yes. You would still understand the whole storyline behind it.
Absolutely.
But do I want to see another Liv Morgan title reign? At the same time, I feel like it's just getting recycled. I'm not into it. Let Stephanie retain the title. I'm enjoying her little title run. She broke down a big barrier. Like when I saw when she won the title and the way to see her break down about it, like, and then I enjoyed it. So like right now she's carrying her own. Like you said, with that language barrier, you can still. It's like Asuka when she was women's champion. The language barrier was there, and you may not understand what was going on, but the emotion, like in her matches, you could feel it.
Yeah. And
when she was on the mic, you didn't understand her, but you knew where she was going, what direction she was really going into. So yes, I would enjoy seeing Stephanie be women's champion a little bit longer.
They're throwing a lot of putas, man. Puta this, puta that.
Yeah,
puta
I mean,
madre.
Like, come on, like, why not? We passed the PG era now, yo.
Yo, man, put the Spanish kids to bed because you don't want them to hear this language.
Yo, like, but yeah, no, I'm enjoying her. I'm enjoying her as women's champion. I'm enjoying her storylines. I'm enjoying her wrestle. Like she can actually wrestle.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to see another Liv Morgan. Like if they give Liv Morgan the title, then Raquel Rodriguez would have to turn on her. Because remember, who eliminated Raquel at the Royal Rumble?
Liv Morgan.
So if they're going to do that, you have to get that Raquel to get her lick back for getting eliminated, because she could be like, oh, I would have won the Royal Rumble, but you eliminated me. Mm-hmm. That's the only way I can accept this. Only way I can accept this. Only way.
So that's where you would want to see this going if Liv Morgan won the title. But what's beyond Mania if Stephanie
That's just
retains the title?
that's the thing. They like. I wouldn't mind seeing Stephanie go against AJ Lee if they bring back. If AJ Lee loses her Intercontinental Championship, right? And then her and Stephanie feud with each other, but they bring back crazy AJ Lee because she gets mad because she loses her Intercontinental Championship. She's not a champion no more, right?
Yeah.
And she wants gold. Gold always make everybody go crazy. So why not go after Stephanie?
This is what I want to see. Now, I understand with current storylines, this can't happen right off the bat. There's a lot of unfinished business between this person and who she's currently feuding with. But I would want to see at some point in the near future Stephanie Vaquer versus Asuka.
Yes, that would be a nice match. Or Io Sky.
Or Io Sky, yeah. But I mean, babyface versus babyface, like, you know, that could only
go so far.
Well. Exactly, yeah. I need to see a babyface and a heel.
And in all honesty, we haven't seen Asuka in like main storyline, like a big storyline in a while.
Yeah.
I think it's about time they bring her back and make her relevant. She's like Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
Like now they reached their peaks and then now they're thinking, oh well, now they're going backwards. And I'm like, nah, I feel like Asuka still has it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind if it goes if they let Stephanie retain her title and beyond WrestleMania. I would love to see. I wouldn't mind seeing Asuka or AJ Lee.
At the end of the day, for me, I'm okay with either of these ladies winning this match because
we see them after.
I see them every week. They're not going anywhere.
Exactly, and we can see them after whoever becomes champion. We can already see them after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
No matter who becomes champion, unless they decide to bring in somebody. I remember we still have Monday Night Raw. Everything always happens on Raw. Somebody always appears on Raw. Well, I don't know. Last year, Netflix scrapped that for some odd reasons. Like, we didn't get no special appearance after WrestleMania.
Have you ever been to a Raw after Mania before?
No.
I've been to only one Raw after Mania, and that was the Raw after Mania 29. And the one thing people were doing the entire night, that night at that Raw, was the Fandango dance. That's when the Fandango theme song became huge.
And it was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm sorry, but they dropped the ball. Like, WWE could have made so much money off of merch because of that.
Go back to that Raw. That was 2013, just so you know. The Raw after WrestleMania 29, 2013, and there's a Sheamus versus Randy Orton match. And at one point, they stopped wrestling to look at the crowd. Why? Because unfortunately for these guys, the crowd was not into this match whatsoever because everyone was doing
the Fandango. I remember they were doing fingers always going up. But I mean, let's be honest, if they would have followed that, you know how much money they would have been making off of merch for him? Like, but they didn't. But that's in a different era, though. That's in a different era. Because if it happens now, completely different. So our main event for night one.
Well, hold on. I haven't even picked my person for
I thought you said whoever. Either one is a good one.
I know, but I gotta pick somebody.
See, like I say Stephanie.
Oh man.
Well, actually, no. You want to know something? I'm gonna change mine. I'm gonna go with Liv Morgan because I feel like they're gonna do the Raquel Rodriguez.
Is Stephanie's title reign over at this point? No, I don't.
No.
I don't think the world is done or gotten bored of Stephanie being champion. So, but who can do more with the title right now, Stephanie or Liv Morgan?
But you gotta remember, they can always get a rematch. So if she loses it, they can make the next pay-per-view is what pay-per-view is next?
Backlash. I think.
Backlash, right? Yeah, Backlash. So they can make it a triple threat because Raquel Rodriguez could get mad and cause a feud where like it'd be like, all right, Stephanie be like, oh, I want my rematch at Backlash, right?
Yeah.
And then Raquel gets mad, and for some odd reason they have a falling out at the night of WrestleMania, and Liv Morgan still wins, but then it becomes a triple threat match at Backlash. That's how I can see this panning out. So let Liv Morgan win. I see that they can do more with Liv Morgan becoming champion at the next pay-per-view than with Stephanie. Currently. Beyond that,
Liv Morgan. I'm going with Liv Morgan.
Because it makes sense, right? You think about it, it kind of makes sense now, right?
It makes sense, but I'm also going to add the fact that they dropped a Liv Morgan music video just out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, like out of nowhere.
This
like,
past week, right?
Yeah, it popped up on my TikTok. I was like, wait, when did they do this? Like out of nowhere. So
yeah, just out of nowhere. So I get the feeling that they have a lot of investment in Liv Morgan right now. And with that music video, who knows what else is coming out for her. So I'm gonna say Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is winning the title for this one.
So we agree on that. Liv Morgan's gonna win the title.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you not for our main event? Why did you not crop out that McAfee? Like, why did you not crop it out? You could have cropped it out. You could have put your face up there.
I could have, and that probably would have been
a lot, 10 times better.
10 times better.
10 times better. Because this is the celebrity, like, when he was a commentator, loved him. Because you want to know who he reminded me of? The King. He was good. This Pat McAfee, I'm not a fan of. I hate him. Does not make sense. He's only there because of TKO.
Yeah.
That's the only reason, because they think it's going to draw people in.
To be honest, I'm surprised that Jelly Roll isn't in this graphic next to Cody Rhodes.
Right? At that point, they might as well just put Jelly Roll in there.
Yeah.
At that point, because like Jelly Roll and Randy Orton had a tag match with each other.
Right.
So why not? Jelly Roll is supposed to be a baby face, so why not put him with Cody Rhodes? And I get the whole thing, like everybody's tired of seeing Cody Rhodes as champion because it's boring and this and that. But I take Pat McAfee out of it. Like, we know why he's there. Like, everybody saw it come. Like, when they saw him turn, everybody knew what it was for. Everybody knew. But
so
storyline,
man, the storyline, the storyline here sucks. They didn't do the storyline that was right there, just right there. It was already there on a silver platter. What they could have done with this story, with this match, it was right there. These two used to be in a group together called Legacy,
and now they're opponents. Like, you had it. Like, you didn't need to bring Pat McAfee into this. You could have just left it as a legacy thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's all you could have just left it as. You have Bob Orton, son, versus Dusty Rhodes' son. Legacy. They were a team together. Like they like you said, they wasn't a faction together. We didn't need Pat McAfee. The storyline was there. You just had they just had to believe in the process. But that's what happens when you have big executives behind you. They're worried. They're not worried about their fans. They're true fans and what they want to see. They're just worried about their dollars at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, I feel like this match is going to fall short and boring.
So we know what the negatives are about this. Now
Positives?
let's now there obviously aren't that many positives here. But if you had the pencil, what can you have come out of this match to make it a positive, to make people forget about the build and be like, oh my God, this match was amazing?
My thing that would make a huge pop that I would change is that Pat McAfee gets so much underneath of Randy Orton. Because you got to remember, this entire, the last 2-3 weeks, Pat McAfee just been talking. We didn't really get to hear from Randy Orton.
Yeah.
So Randy Orton gets on the apron. Pat McAfee gets on the apron, starts yelling, this and that. Randy Orton snaps. Grabs him through the turnbuckle and just brings him down. That will be a big pop. Because nobody would never thought that. And just called him stupid the entire time. Like, remember that one time when he yelled at him, was like stupid. And just throw him out and just say stupid. That would be the biggest pop that you would hear. And you want to know something, that will get everybody back reinvested into the match. Because then the two of them just stand up face to face and say, let's finish this. And just go bow to bow. Blow to blow with each other. And honestly, I want Randy to have 15.
I wanted to have the 15th too.
See, because I feel like Cody Rhodes is not done. Cody Rhodes still got some years on him.
Yeah.
I feel like Randy Orton, he's now starting to realize it. Let him get to the 15 and let him ride off into the sunset after that. I know there's not much that you can do after WrestleMania Randy Orton is very flexible. There's a lot you can do with him after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But I feel like SummerSlam is when that's when Triple H, after WrestleMania, Triple H should have that talk with him and say, hey, let's make SummerSlam it for you. Let's let you ride off in the sunset and start getting the next generation. Yeah. That'll be complete for his story. Now that I wouldn't mind seeing Gunther retire Randy Orton. I wouldn't mind seeing that. The sleeper hold versus the RKO. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
I mean, if you want people to hate Gunther more than they already do for retiring AJ, Cena, and Goldberg, then you haven't. Then the right person for him to retire next would be Randy Orton.
Because I don't think anybody would be mad at him if he retired Brock Lesnar, but they would be super mad if he retired Randy Orton.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They would be super mad. But I want Randy Orton to. If I had the pencil to make this match great again, I'm sorry to say it like that, but just have Randy hear those little voices and turn on Pat.
Yeah.
Just turn on Pat. And he should still be a heel at that point.
Yeah.
He just when he was a heel back in the day, he was completely unstable.
Right.
Sometimes it would feel like he was a baby face, but in all actuality, he was just a heel the entire time.
Before the Pat McAfee reveal, and Orton had already turned heel. He was doing damage to Cody and everything. Did you feel that we got the 2009 Randy Orton back, or no? I
feel like it wasn't there yet, because the 2009 Randy Orton, like in interviews, he would have done stuff like to people. So I feel like we were a little short. Like we were right there. If they would have just gave it a little bit more time, the 2009 Randy Orton would have been there.
Yeah.
I just feel like they just cut it short because they wanted to get Pat McAfee because they felt like nobody was going to watch the match.
Yeah.
Which I think everybody would have watched the match regardless because of legacy.
That's fair. But with this match, this is one of those matches that has had so many outside influence on. Forget the whole TKO dynamic, right? Pat McAfee, right? That's one. Then we have
Stephanie McMahon.
Stephanie McMahon. Then we have Jelly Roll, right? Like this match has so much outside influence in there that was never needed. I think the one that has made the most sense was Stephanie McMahon.
Because she lived through that 2000.
Yeah.
She lived through the legacy
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
she understands from both sides. So
Yep.
she's the only one that made sense with it. Jelly Roll was on the side of Randy Orton. Pat McAfee.
You could have made the Jelly Roll dynamic work by having Orton turn on Jelly Roll to sell the audience more on this being a very different Randy Orton, a very dangerous Randy Orton who turned
The
on a
2009
good friend.
Randy Orton.
Yes, you could have used Jelly Roll like that to be like, oh my God, he turned on Jelly Roll. Holy crap, that's his friend. How could he do that? And then you have Stephanie McMahon come in afterwards, reminding you by talking to Cody just the way that she did at Madison Square Garden, you are not ready for this version of Randy Orton. I know this version of Randy Orton. I lived it. He kicked my father in the head.
Mm-hmm.
He handcuffed my husband and knocked me out and had the audacity to kiss me while I was unconscious in front of my husband. It's all there.
Yep.
It was all there.
The picture was painted. It's literally they decided that they wanted to throw white paint on everything and repaint it a different way. Because like you said, if he would have turned on Jelly Roll, we would have been like, that's the old Randy. That's the Randy Orton I know.
Yeah.
From the PG era, from the ruthless aggression PG era, and the early attitude. That's the Randy Orton from Evolution. That would have probably not required Pat McAfee at all.
No,
at all. Not one bit. Not one bit.
If the reports are true and they really thought inserting Pat McAfee in there was going to boost ticket sales,
I don't think so.
Like, I don't know what drugs you're on, but no, Pat McAfee is not going to boost another 30,000 ticket sales. Like, is he, like, maybe you might know, how popular is Pat McAfee within the ESPN mainstream audience? Is he really as popular as he's made out to be?
So when it comes to his show on ESPN, yes, he really is. Yes, because when it's college game days, he's the reason everybody watched the pre-show for the college games. They used to be boring. He made it lively now. Like, he's doing stuff outside the box. That's come, like, if they was going to bring him back, like, make him be the commentator. Like, that's what he is.
Yeah.
Like, we saw the last time he tried to wrestle, like, and try to insert himself into something. He can't do any of that. But when it comes to him being a commentator behind the microphone and calling play-by-play or making predictions, he's good at it.
Yes.
He's not good on the mic, but he's good, like, telling you the story of how they got there.
Yeah.
Like, if they would have brought him in and been like, all right, we want you to be the commentator from now until WrestleMania, and, like, make sure you make it seem like Randy's the most hateful person, awful person in the entire world, he would have been able to do that. And I feel like him turning on Jelly Roll and having Pat McAfee oversell it would have made this match even better, because people would have bought into it then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, it's not his fault.
No, he does. He's just getting paid.
Yeah, he got inserted in there by the higher of the higher.
Emmanuel, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Ari Emanuel. He's the one that inserted him in there, according to the reports. Pat McAfee is doing the best that he can with what's being given to him, but the audience is just straight up rejecting it. This story would have been great, just exactly how we were talking about it with with Randy being sold as as that legend killer, that Viper, that super dangerous guy that Stephanie had to go through, and the world telling Cody Rhodes, in order for you to fight a monster, you have to become a monster. And Cody, being the white knight that he is, it's like, no, I don't have to stoop down to his level. I can beat him as I am, standing my ground. That white meat baby face mentality. I'm going against the grain. I'm going to stay exactly who I am, and I'm gonna take down that monster as me. You know, that would have been a great story to go with. At the end of the day, though, story aside, I still want to see Randy Orton get that 15. Like
that's all I want.
My pick for this one is Randy.
Is Randy Orton. I'm sorry, love Cody Rhodes, but I gotta go with Randy Orton. Go with Randy Orton.
And that is the card for night one.
The only thing we didn't talk about was the host.
Well, it's because
which does not make sense. Which doesn't make sense because you can't see him.
We can't see him.
We don't need a host.
No.
I felt like hosts are done with it for me, but they should have got Little Yachty to perform somewhere throughout that.
If there's a performance of any kind at Mania, it's not from Lil Yachty that we need. It would be from Aerosmith, because that song that they play over and over again, that's the theme song. If there's a song to be played, if there's a concert to be had, it's gonna be from Aerosmith.
Or they could get Eminem.
Oh man, imagine if they got Eminem. Holy sh!
That would be so good. You want to put butts in the seat? Get a performance. Get a performer. Yeah. And I think people will then spend the money and go and watch it.
Yeah.
Like have some type of intermission where like you show enough freaking. Is Dan Howard's gonna meet John Cena? I hope he does. I hope he curses John Cena. I hope he curses John Cena.
Oh, John Cena.
John Cena.
Man, if I had the $450 to meet John Cena, I actually would approach him and be like, it's a pleasure to meet you, John Cena.
He said that he gets that a lot. Everybody says that to him. Yes. But it would have been way better if you would have just been like, it's finally good to actually see you, where it's not where I wasn't able to see you before. I just had to pay $450 to actually see you and see what you look like, even though he's white as day. But like, I don't know. I don't think that he needed a host. But again.
Well, John Z, if you're ready, I hope you're ready, because we just finished breaking down night one of Mania. We're about to go and break down night two, starting now. That's not night two.
That is still night one.
That's still night one. What the heck is going on here? Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're live.
And yeah, well, that's the
tagline,
man.
That's part of being live.
That's the tagline. Always live, zero edits, no scripted finishes. There
you go. The best time type. Oh man. They couldn't just flip it upside down oh man. What's the first match? The first match is going to be the ladder match, right?
First match is going to be the ladder match, yeah.
To set off WrestleMania, that's I could do that. I could see that. I don't mind it. The only thing I wish that they would have probably changed, because all these guys are high flyers, Rusev just stands out.
He does stand out.
He stands out, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was just me, but like everybody else is like high flyers. Like Rusev is just solid like a rock. He's a boulder. But I'm so excited.
It's because of that my pick for the ladder match is actually going to be Rusev.
Mine's going to be Penta.
Penta's a solid choice, man. I could definitely see Penta continuing. He's doing great things with the IC title.
Yes, he is.
I don't think that he's losing steam. I think that he's got a great connection with the fans. If they wanted to do a shock shock win here, it would be Rusev.
Yes, that because nobody would expect him.
Correct. Yeah.
Nobody would expect him to actually win because they're not done with Penta yet. Like he's still like, in all honesty, one of the best entrances in WWE so far.
Oh,
I always want to watch when he enters. I hate when they already have him in the ring and come back from commercial. See, I'm not the only one with Penta. I'm not the only one.
Johnsy's got Penta. It's not a bad choice. He's a solid choice.
And it's nothing against nobody else. I just feel like Rey Mysterio, his time has come and gone.
Right.
He's retire while you still have it. Dragon Lee, I don't think he's there yet. Not yet. JD, no. I just he's a low card. He's never going to be a mid card type of guy for me. And it's too early for what's his name again? Evans?
Javon Evans.
Javon Evans. It's too early for him. It's too early. He still has some time to go. I feel like give him like another. I feel like he was rushed into this, but give him like another 2-3 months, he'd be good. I feel like then he'll be able to talk a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think that this match has the potential to steal the show tonight. Actually, multiples of these.
Night two
for night two have.
It's going to steal the show.
Multiples of these.
I can only see. There's only two that I can say probably won't steal the night.
Right.
There's only two, but every other one will steal the night because this ladder match with all those high flyers and being able to for them to put their full use into, it's going to set the stage. I feel like so many highlights are going to come from that match.
100%. But yeah, my pick for this one is definitely going to be Rusev. My reason for Rusev is because
Rusev thing?
Not even close. I was never sold on Rusev Day. Everyone says, "Oh, Rusev Day was so over and everything," and I'm sure it was for a lot of people, but not for me. I was never sold on the whole Rusev Day thing. I never got it. I never understood it. It was such a weird thing, but to each his own. To each their own. But Rusev, if he wins the title, man, they could make him out to be a mountain of an opponent for a new babyface to have to conquer to become the next IC champion.
Or when Braun Breaker come back and wants the IC title.
Come on, man. You think he's going to come back and want to go after the IC title?
But could you imagine the two? Like, you have a mountain of a man, a solid rock, and then older rock versus a younger rock go clash with each other. Like, I would want to see that because they're both strong back people. I would want to see that. Lana should come back, and Lana should not come back.
Johnsy, I disagree. I disagree about her coming back and joining Rusev, if that's what you mean. She could come back and do her own thing, do something different, maybe put her on a different show.
Be a manager for somebody else.
Yeah, manager for somebody else. But Rusev does not need her. He needs to be booked right to make him an unstoppable heel for the next NXT superstar getting called up to go over on.
Yes. I think when he went to AEW and then finally found his voice and then came back, I feel like he's good enough for where he's at. He don't need Lana to come back at all. I feel like bringing her back will just bring him down a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll keep him at the same level as what he is. Like his picture now looks more menacing than what it did before. In all honesty,
this match is definitely one that is not a bathroom break match. This is a popcorn match. This is the one I'm sitting there eating my popcorn. My attention is on this match because
if you blink, you're gonna miss something.
Yo, have you ever? I've yet to see a ladder match that is boring. I've never seen a ladder match that's boring.
I'm not. And mind you, like this is like watching this probably won't be like watching a Hardy's ladder match. The way that they're going to be jumping all around. Like imagine Jeff Hardy, a young Jeff Hardy in this match.
A young Jeff Hardy with Javon Evans.
Take JD Madonna out.
Yeah.
Put a young Jeff Hardy right there. You can still keep Rusev because you need somebody solid to like not be like all over the place. But take JD Madonna out, put a young Jeff Hardy, and imagine how much of a pop that would be and how many highlight reels. You will have highlight reels for 10, 20 years. Because we still go back and look at Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boy matches with the Dudleys.
Right.
They're top tier. Nothing better. But this is going to definitely be I say Penta, you said Rusev, like it's going to be one of them.
Oh yeah.
The other ones, JD Madonna is, like I said, he's not even a mid-card person. And Dragon Lee, he's almost there. Almost. Not there yet. Rey Mysterio, he's old Yeller.
But
I mean, he can still move.
He can still move, man.
But it's not as fast as he used to be. But I mean, like he still can move. But I don't think him as the IC champ, like after WrestleMania, I see him having it for like until the next night and then losing it.
For this match, the ones I'm excited to see live for this match are actually all the luchadors. To be honest with you, I'm excited to see all the luchadors.
Because I mean, what in Mexico, Penta and Rey fought on Lucha Underground.
Yep.
But we never got to see them fight in WWE.
Nope.
So seeing them go, the three luchadors go together, yeah. I missed the Money in the Bank ladder matches. Yeah, and then now they turned it into a pay-per-view.
Johnsy, that right there, that will open up a whole separate conversation that I could talk about for hours, because I am one of those that actually prefers Money in the Bank going back to being a Mania match versus being a PLE. That's
just like Elimination Chamber.
That's just my personal opinion, but over the past few years, they've done a good job with Money in the Bank being its own PLE, and with now the women having their own Money in the Bank, I'm sure they can find an excuse to make the Money in the Bank a night one, night two kind of dynamic and sell it that way. But I do have very fond memories of Money in the Bank being a Mania match only. Oh yeah. Fond memories about that.
Yes, I remember that. Just like Elimination Chamber, like I feel like that should just be a match and not a PLE.
Yeah.
Like that's just one match. Like you don't need to have different matches for it. Are we going to move on to my favorite match of both nights and that I'm mad and pissed about? Really want to go to this match. Like the Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley match should be on hour one. This should be replaced. Move Balor over and put this next to last. When you talk about all the matches that are going to be like phenomenal, this is going to be one of those matches. Did you not see? You saw Obafemi promo?
Yeah. Oh, did I see it? Oh my
Yo,
god!
like I watched it like 10 times on TikTok. Watched it 10 times because the way that he does not need a mouthpiece, he does not need an advocate. Does not. The way I felt like I legit felt goosebumps because I felt like he was like really saying it out of anger and like telling him I'm about to beat your boy's ass and that'd be that. Like I love that. Like he's going to be the new Brock Lesnar.
Oh man, he's this guy, superstar, all over this guy, superstar from the look already. Just looking at this guy, he's a superstar. His entrance, people love his entrance.
Oh my gosh, who don't walk through the house like that?
I'll be honest with you. The first time I saw Obafemi do his entrance and he's coming out like this, I laughed my ass off. I was like, "What? Seriously?
I did too.
This is laughable. Who walks like that? Oh my god!" But the following week, I was like, "Wait a second, hold on. If this mountain of a man beeline straight towards me, walking like this in real life, I would not laugh in his face. I would probably be about to crap my pants."
Yes. And he is, oh my gosh. I just, like I said, like I told you before, this should not be on ESPN. I understand why they're doing it for ESPN because it's going to set the mark. But like, you already setting that mark with the ladder match. So we already know WrestleMania is about to be. Second night is going to be way better than first night. I'm going to say that right now. Second night is going to be better than the first night. And I know that they always do that. But this match here, so many people are going to watch this match. This one match. Obafemi is definitely where my money is going to be at. I'm sorry. And I thought that he wouldn't have been able to cut a good promo like that. And hearing the way that he was talking to Paul Heyman and to see the fear in Paul Heyman's face, like, I believe like he's going to win. I am behind Obafemi. And if this was the old regime, I feel like they would have buried Obafemi. But this new regime, I don't think Triple H is going to bury him.
No, I don't think so either.
So you going with Obafemi on this one?
I'm going Obafemi on this one.
You going to do the walk? When he comes out, when you're there, when you do the walk, are you going to do the walk with him?
I'm going to do the walk.
You going to do the walk? Yeah, yes, Obafemi is going to win this. This is who I want to retire Brock Lesnar. Someone like him.
Whoa.
Someone like him, because if you can have the mic skills and you can throw Brock Lesnar around for 4 weeks, throw him around 4 weeks like a rag doll, he should be the one that deserves to retire.
Hold on a second. Hold on. It's one thing to say this is the guy I want to win this match against Brock, but you're now saying this is the guy that you want to retire Brock Lesnar?
Like he said, he is the mountain. He took that ownership. Who else? Gunther, compare size to size. What is going to be more believable for the younger generation to believe to retire? Someone as small as Gunther or someone as big as Obafemi going against somebody as big as Brock Lesnar? That's when Goldberg and Brock Lesnar went with each other at WrestleMania. I mean, everybody booed at that match because they knew what was going on, but like stature-wise, they were built the same. So that would have been believable for one of them, for Brock Lesnar to retire Goldberg at the time. But like, if you want to make it believable, I would not mind seeing Obafemi retire Brock Lesnar, especially because the way they're feuding, like the way that they built it, is just crazy.
I think from a believability standpoint, I think you're right on the money with that point. 100%, I agree with you on that. The way I view this match, the importance of this match, someone who's been in WWE for such a long time as Brock Lesnar has, and a new guy within Obafemi, this is a big opportunity for Obafemi and his future. I see this having such important implications compared to when Brock Lesnar was the one chosen to be the Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania 30. I think it's that important, right? Because if I'm Brock and I'm assuming he has some sort of creative control with his matches and stuff, I think that this has a lot of his fingerprints on it for him to say, nah, this is the guy. This is the guy right here that I'm going to be selling to make him look like $1 million. This is the guy that checks all the boxes.
I feel like he's the one that's saying this is going to be the next John Cena for the next era. This is going to be the guy that's going to be the next big guy. Because, like, in all honesty, I can see Obafemi being up there at the top, being a world heavyweight champion.
And Jonesy agrees, man. He's going with Oba.
I think everybody's going with Oba. Oba's going to win. Everybody's going with Obafemi's going to win. Nobody's going to go with Brock Lesnar because Obafemi, like, if they don't let Obafemi win this, I feel like this is just going to stall his career. In all honesty, because like he has the momentum behind him. This is the first time we've seen in 25 years that Brock Lesnar been in WWE, where like the crowd is really not behind him 100%.
Yeah.
Whereas though like it's probably like 90% is, or like 75% is behind Oba and 25% is behind Brock because they're just really big Brock fans. But the majority of them are behind Oba because of his aura that he brings out. Like that the way they pan that camera when he first comes up.
Oh,
like when they used to do that for Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because it just makes him look bigger. And then when his walk and he's walking with confidence and he knows nothing's gonna scare him.
Yeah.
Like this is going to be the guy I probably say for the next 10 years, he's going to be the guy. And I feel like Triple H is going to make sure that he be their new poster child.
Hell yeah.
He's going to always be up there in those main events. This is just to get him off. But like, yeah, like you said, Brock Lesnar's pointing to him like, this is the guy I'm going to go over for. Like, I'm going to put over with no issues.
Whether Lesnar or Oba wins, do you think this has legs to go beyond WrestleMania, or is this WrestleMania one and done?
Only because it's Brock, and we know we're not going to see Brock every week or every other week, or we might not see him for like another 2 months.
Yeah,
I feel like it's going to be a one and done. If he was to make that commitment to come back every other week at least, I could see this being stretched out to SummerSlam.
How much would you hate if during this match Gunther comes out and fucks everything up for Brock Lesnar?
That'd be like that'd be the trying to keep it PG, yo. I can't. It'd be the Punk way to go out.
Well, I already dropped the F-bomb there, so it is what it is.
It's gonna be a pussy move. Like,
yeah.
Why? Oba doesn't need anybody.
No.
Now, if Gunther came out to help Brock Lesnar win, because I feel like Brock Lesnar would need somebody to help him win, and that's going to be the IOU to like this. That's how they should have portrayed the IOU for Gunther. It's him coming out helping Brock kind of win,
right? Because
then he could be like, "Oh, well, you called me, you asked me for help, I helped you. Now I need to call in a favor."
Yeah,
makes sense because then we get to see it live on TV and all like that. But this, if Gunther comes out and Oba loses, I feel like somebody pulled a creative control contract. Like,
don't get me wrong, I don't want anybody to come out. I want this to be just
a straight
one-on-one, straightforward, one-on-one. no outside interference. I don't want any of that. I just want these two giant men to just kick the crap out of each other. That's basically what I want. I don't need anybody else in this.
You need to make sure you have the right referee. And it's nothing saying anything bad, but I don't want a female referee ref in this match.
Man.
I would want what's his name? The blonde-headed guy.
Charles Robinson?
Yes. This is his match. Man,
that's a hot take right there that is going to get a lot of people chatting, I think. No female ref for this one. Keeping it just all guys in this ring.
It's too masculine already.
Yeah.
You don't need a feminine touch for it. Like, keep it as masculine as possible. And it's like I said, it's nothing. They got good female refs, but I just don't know if it will feel the same.
I'm going to throw this out to the chat. I definitely want to get other people's input on this. If you're watching out there, wherever it is, Facebook, YouTube, wherever, chime in on the chat. Do you think it hurts the match to have a female ref, or it's all the same, male or female ref? I want to see what somebody says in the chat.
And nobody's going to cancel you. This is just an honest question that we're asking.
Exactly. Yeah, we're not here to judge. It's nothing like that.
Like I said, they got great female refs. I don't mind. I like all their refs that they have, but I just feel like for this one, it's just the importance behind it.
Okay.
Charles Robinson should do it because he is their ref. Like, I understand he does main events and all, but I feel like this is a main event match. And I told you that before.
You did. You've been waiting for us to get to this match. Actually.
This is the one that it should be at the top. But Oba's gonna win.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's nothing else I can say about this match except that the build has been fantastic.
Yes.
Even the night that I went to Madison Square Garden, both of these guys came out in their gear. I believe these guys were going to touch and do something, and even with them not doing anything, I was still like, oh my god, I'm sold. I want to see this match. I want to see this.
This is like a Mike Tyson match.
Yeah,
this is a Mike Tyson match back in his prime. So I dig this one, but we both agree Oba's gonna win.
Oba, yeah, without a doubt. Then we have Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams.
This one I haven't been really following as much. I just been picking up on what everybody been saying because I heard like they've been booing Sammy because they haven't been.
Yeah,
they haven't really been enjoying what he's been putting out. So me personally is like, I don't know. I feel like, honestly, Sammy still has it. What can they do with him after WrestleMania? Really nothing. I don't see anything like in his near future because I don't think they're going to go to Saudi Arabia this year because everything that's going on. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to Trick Williams. I'm gonna say whoop that Trick.
This is a sleeper match in my opinion. I think people might be sleeping on this match, but it's going to be
still going to be a good match.
But people are going to watch this and be like, "Oh my god, this match was freaking incredible! Holy crap!" So the build for this match, you've had oh my god, why is his name escaping me right now?
Little Yachty?
No. The U.S. champ before Sami Zayn. How did this guy's name escape me now?
Shit, now it's gonna bother me. You always do these things, Joe. You always bother me.
Oh my gosh. Somebody help me here. What's the name of the champ before?
Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes. Oh my God. Oh, how
Carmelo
did I
Hayes.
forget that? I
Because
saw his face.
he's out now, right? Yeah.
He's not out in injury or whatever, but for whatever reason, the creative direction was no, we want Sami Zayn at Mania against Trick Williams, which I don't know why. You've had this guy defending the U.S. Championship on SmackDown basically every week, just for him to lose it to Sami Zayn 2 or 3 weeks before the show. Like, what is that kind of timing right there?
And I feel like Carmelo Hayes would have probably Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams would have probably been a better U.S. Championship match.
So Johnson's going with Trick. And
Thank you, John. Thank you, Johnsy.
Manny, you're going with Trick, and I'm actually also going with Trick Williams on this one.
Gotta whoop that Trick.
Is Aleister
No,
Black
he's
on
not.
card? Nope.
Unfortunately, he's not.
He's
not this year. Him or they don't have Damian Priest or R-Truth.
The men's tag champs do not have a match at Mania
At all. There's no men's tag team match.
There's no men's tag team championship for either Raw or SmackDown, but the Raw tag champs have a match. It's just not for the titles. The women's U.S. champion, Julia, is not booked on the show. Io Sky and Asuka are not booked on the show. Like, if you have 7 matches on one night and 6 on the other, like, doesn't that not math up there for some people?
But if it started at 6 o'clock Eastern time, I'm used to WrestleMania going until like 11, 12. But you're telling me like, what's this? It's about like what, 4, maybe 5 hours? Like you're going to be dragging out a lot of these matches. I remember WrestleMania used to have exactly. They were always on I feel like all titles used to be on WrestleMania. Either one, but before they split them off into brands. Before they split them off into brands like SmackDown and Raw Tag Team Championship, they always made sure that their titles were up there. Like, I don't know. They need to figure. They do kind of need to fix that though, because there is a lot of matches where there's no titles being put up at all.
I'm not one to bring up, oh, they should bring the Attitude Era back or whatever, you know? Like, I'm not one to really say that, because it's like that era was for that time. We're not in that time anymore. We need to appreciate what we have right now. But this is going to be an exception. Tag team wrestling in the Attitude Era was far better than what it is right now. Do you remember the triangle ladder match? The Dudleys, Edge and Christian, and the Hardys?
Yeah, oh my god! And Edge speared, was it Edge?
Jeff Hardy?
Speared Jeff Hardy off the those were good matches and titles were on the line. But like
they're trying for 4 hours a night, despite 75% of the card. Both nights build up been shit, except watching same segments for Mania.
Yeah, pretty much. You want to know what I think that they should bring back? And you'll probably say the same thing. Is remember before each big match, they used to go back and show how the story began and how they got to like
a promo video. Yeah, absolutely.
Whole promo video. Like, you remember those? They need to bring them back. Because like I miss those, because it's like little short recaps. Because back in the day, remember, you used to have to record it on VCRs and like rewatch it. But if you watch the pay-per-view, at least you got a quick summary of everything that happened before they got to the main match.
They still do those. It's just not for every match.
But that's what I'm saying is like all the important. You think that I feel like they're going to do it for the Ova Femi and Brock Lesnar match.
Yeah.
But like, because the Sami Zayn and Trick Williams match just happened, they're not going to have one. But if they had a Carmelo Hayes in there, they should have had that. cut and ready to go.
Yeah.
But like nowadays, a lot of these matches are getting put together at last minute because people are getting injured. But yes, I'm disappointed that there's no men's tag team championships being defended this WrestleMania.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I've always, like John C said, I feel like I've always seen them on a WrestleMania.
The last time the tag titles at Mania were a big deal, like a big deal, WrestleMania 40. The men's tag titles were in the main event of night one. It was the Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
But that's the thing is, like they said, like nowadays the tag team division isn't as important as it used to be. Because we got a lot of great tag teams going back in the day.
We did, yeah.
Now you look at them, there's not really that much anymore.
Manny, we got a question here for you.
What's up?
Johnsy says, who's your favorite tag team ever? And
oh, man.
His is the Legion of Doom.
Oh, man. My favorite tag team of all time?
It's better to be a good one because his is the Legion of Doom, and
I feel like it's hard to beat the Legion of Doom just because of the shoulder pads. It's impossible to beat the Legion of Doom. Nobody's better than them. But if I had to choose, this is like when we had that question about my Mount Rushmore, and I was like, yo, it's like really impossible. But if I had to choose greatest tag team of all time, and I'm going based off of everything, I would definitely stand behind the Dudleys.
What a great pick.
I would say behind, because not only all the titles that they won, but Mike skills, they defined a generation pretty much, and they helped build a promotion. Like ECW was in like a small territorial thing, and like I watched ECW because of them. Even though there was more than just Devon and Bubba at the time, there was like 6, 7 of them because it was a family. But like I would say the Dudley Boys, like, and a lot of people would be like, oh well, it's because of this, that, and third. But like spanning, like you have Legion of Doom, you have the Hardys, Edge and Christian, like out of all tag teams, yes. I will put them on my Mount Rushmore. They'd be like the very first face. And because the ECW, I'm from Philly, so I gotta throw that out there.
Now, I'm pretty sure he was just asking you. You know, I don't know if he was.
But what's your favorite tag team? What's your favorite tag team of all time?
I'm the host. I think he was asking you, not me. But
what is yours? Like might be a little bit of judgment.
Oh man. So here we go. I'm on the spot right here. And you know what? It's actually not a difficult choice for me because this team is from my generation. This team is one of the founding fathers of TLC ladder matches. This team,
the Hardys. It's the Hardys. Come on, yo.
It's the Hardys. Yep.
Yeah,
it's the Hardy Boys.
Come on. I'm the Dudleys. You got the Hardys. Like, those matches are the best matches. Those are. I wish that they would have had their retirement match in WWE. When the Dudleys took off their boots and called it like, "Hey, we're done." I feel like they should have did that. That would have been a really good pay-per-view.
The Midnight Express were one of the best.
Okay, I give you. What about the disasters? Earthquake in what's his name? He used to be Tugboat.
Typhoon?
Typhoon, yeah. What about those? I enjoy watching them, yo. I enjoy watching the matches. They were actually worth it. They were actually worth it.
For some people might say Brothers of Destruction.
I was going to say them, but I feel like they didn't have enough matches.
Nah, I'm with you on that one.
I feel like because they didn't want to really push them as a tag team. So I feel like, yeah, I was going to say them, but then I thought about it. I was like, no, they didn't have as many matches, as many memorable matches,
Right.
as well. Individually, they're fantastic, but together, nah, I don't think so. And of course, we have Demolition.
Yep.
Demolition paved the way for everybody. They will be on my Mount Rushmore, but like, if I had to choose my favorite of all time, it would be the Dudleys. Yes. But I think everybody will say Demolition is in their top 5.
Sometimes it's hard picking a tag team because when you think of tag team, that has to be a team of 2 people, right? But I've seen it many times where people are thinking of a great tag team and they actually think of a faction instead of a tag team.
But that's how come I said the Dudleys. I didn't say the Dudley Boys. I said the Dudleys because there's multiple of Dudleys.
Right.
Like I watched the Dudleys documentary and I was like, I forgot about all these guys, but there was like a ton of them. But yeah, no, like sometimes people think of factions. Sometimes people do think of factions because I mean, you look at it. Nation Domination.
Yeah.
DX.
Yep.
They were
NWO.
all NWO. Well, NWO was just like a whole promotion. WCW was not WCW. It was NWO.
Right,
I remember the games were WCW versus NWO. Like that's what it was. Like it was a company, but like no, I get what you're saying. Like NWO, you had there was a ton of good tag team. Hulk Hogan and Macho Man. But there's a ton. I mean, it's a shame. Like when you look at night 2, there's not one tag team up there. There's not one tag team match at all, which is a shame.
That's right.
Which is a shame.
It is.
Well, we did get off topic, but I mean, we both picked Trick Williams.
We did, yes.
The next match, Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley. This is one of those boring matches. I said that's going to be on night 2. Like, I don't think, and I understand. Like, I think they said that Bianca was supposed to come back, but I guess something happened, so they had to switch it out to Rhea because it was supposed to be Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair.
That's actually one of those stories from last year. And before I get into this point, I don't want to overlook what John Z was saying before we went away from the tag team match. But Scott Hall and Kevin Nash were a great tag team. Yes. And then he thought of one. Harlem Heat.
Wow.
Harlem Heat.
Yes.
Can you imagine Harlem Heat in a tag match against the Dudleys, like a tables match?
Or Public Enemy.
Oh, Public, dude.
Yeah, you remember when he went to WWE?
Right there.
Remember when he went to WWE and went against the Acolytes?
Yep.
Like there's so many, but Harlem Heat, I forgot about Harlem Heat. Yes, Harlem Heat was. I loved Harlem Heat before Booker T became what he is now. He was Harlem Heat. He was him and his brother like did everything together.
He did.
I was happy when they got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
That was a good moment for them. That was a really good moment.
Yes. I didn't think it would ever happen.
But now going into Jade and Rhea. So one of the stories from last year that really had a lot of momentum was the Naomi finding out that she had taken out Jade. She had her heel turn. And I knew eventually we were going to be getting a Bianca versus Jade match. Those two would work very well together in the ring, but I just never knew who would be the heel in that match. You know, I wouldn't know if it would be Jade or Bianca being the heel. Now
I feel like Jade is a better heel because when she was in AEW, she was a good heel. I feel like her coming here and she craft because remember when she was in AEW, she was very, very stiff.
Yeah.
and now you look at it, she's more relaxed and she honed her skills. So I feel like she's a good heel. I like her as a heel.
I got a hot take about Jade and her time in AEW. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for it.
So in my opinion, her entrance music in AEW so much better than the one that she has in WWE. And they may sound similar, but if you listen to them one after the other, you'll notice that there's a lot of differences between them. And her AEW one is so much better than the one that she's using right now.
But then you want to know something? People say Penta WWE is better than his AEW.
I think I'm one of those. I would agree. I would say that
because it's not that much of a difference, but the WWE just did it better.
Yeah.
Than what AEW did. So she's in the same category, just vice versa. But this one, I don't know.
Do you think Britt Baker would be good in WWE?
I've tried pitching her in WWE, but trying to picture her with what they're doing right now with all the female wrestlers, I don't know where she will fit in.
I think if it were up to me, I would replace Jade with Britt Baker against Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley?
That would be that has Mania written all over it. That match right there.
Yeah. But if she's come into WWE, I'd probably say put her in NXT, see how she does before you just put her on the main roster.
Yeah.
Because I don't think like everybody, because everybody know who she is, but she has to come up with a new name and all like that, new background and all. So, but like, she could possibly fit into the mold of WWE. And I would probably watch. I would pay to watch that. Britt Baker versus Rhea Ripley. Yes.
As for this match, though, this is just one where I don't care. I'm the
same as I've seen Rhea as champion.
Yeah, I've seen Rhea as champion. I don't necessarily want to see Jade continue being champion, but I've already seen Rhea as champion, so I guess by default let Jade keep it. But she's not progressing, in my opinion. She's not where she should be to stand alone against someone like Rhea, and I think that's why they had these two girls join Jade to make her more of a mountain for Rhea to climb over.
Yes, because when she was getting debuted, it was like a really lackluster because she had such a negative, like being stiff behind her leaving AEW. So when they put her with Naomi and Bianca, I'm like, they put her with them so that they can show her the way and get her.
Yeah.
But me personally, like, I'm going to go with John Cena on this one. Is go with Rhea, only because I have a feeling that Bianca is getting ready to come back soon, and I want them to build that up. I'd rather Jade not be champion when Bianca comes back, because Bianca needs to be champion when she comes back, to where Jade gets she gets jealous, super jealous.
Yeah.
That Bianca came back, became champion, and then get a big pop and everybody's cheering for her. And Jade comes out and be like, well, I was you guys champion for a long time, for a certain amount of time, and you guys booed and this and that, and then build into that. Yeah, but John C, I'm with you on that one, Rhea. You're 2-1, yo. You're 2-1.
I'm 2-1, man.
Even though Jade reminds me of Storm from X-Men and all like that. If they had to cast somebody as a live action Storm, like that would be the girl if she can act. She just got to go to acting classes. That's all.
It's all good. It's all good if it's 2-1 because that in a strange twisted way that might increase my chances of my
yeah. But the next one, oh man, I'm over the Dominic Mysterio. Like, they're trying to shove him down our mouths so much just because his dad.
Really? That's how you feel?
That must he look at his picture. Honestly,
I'm
look
looking
at
at
his picture.
his picture.
Do he or do he not look like a psychopath? Like that
Maybe.
mustache, like get rid of it. Like I
Well,
don't know.
maybe
I'm
that
just
should be the next evolution of his character to be a psychopath, like someone with voices in his head or something, but like I don't know, scarier because of that mustache. I don't know. But Dominic, man, this is a guy that the crowd loves to boo. He checks all the boxes when it comes to being a heel. When it comes to this match, I feel like somebody was like, we need Dominic Mysterio in a match at Mania.
against someone.
Okay, who do we got? Nobody. All right. Well, we've been teasing the Judgment Day breaking up forever, so let's just do it now.
That's what that in all honesty, that's what it is. Because I feel like Dominic is he's almost he's at the bottom of a mid-card type of person. He's trying to be like, I don't know, he's trying to be like his dad and Eddie Guerrero. You can't, there's only one Eddie Guerrero. There was only one Eddie Guerrero. You can't repeat that. Let him find his own way. And I feel like they're just trying to, like they've done it with wrestlers in the past. They tried forcing wrestlers down our throat, and we just hate them more and more. And that's how come they boo him, is because of the simple fact when he first came to WWE, we got pushed with him down our throat so much because him and his dad was tag teams and this and that, and like we was getting pushed so much. And then I was just like, yeah, I'm just tired of him. I don't want to see him wrestle. I'm mad that he's in WrestleMania as the AAA champion, because like you're taking their main title, and if he loses, that hurts their brand.
Yeah.
Because I already know. I feel like I literally, when I saw that promo yesterday, I texted you and I told you, I was like, yo, I'm so excited that Demon Balor is coming back. Like, how long would it have been? What, 3-4 years? No,
dude, the last time we saw the Demon was him versus Edge at Mania, Hell in a Cell. That was the last time.
Yeah, that was like what, 2021, 2022? Something like that?
2020, probably like 2022, 2023, yeah.
It's been so long, and I'm happy they're bringing this Balor back. I miss it. I miss it. Like when he has to bring this out, it's like it's a special occasion. But like I'm like, all right, let's see what happens. Like, but Finn Balor's going to win. I'm going with Balor.
I'm going Balor too. I think the best part of this match is really just going to be that Demon entrance. I feel like because really, you bring out the Demon for special occasions. WrestleMania is the most common special occasion, and for bringing the Demon out, I don't think that they're going to have him lose against Dominic. I just don't see where the math adds up where Finn Balor needs to bring the Demon out to beat Dominic. Like Dominic, like Finn Balor as Finn Balor is more skilled and better in the ring than Dominic Mysterio is. Dominic Mysterio is not the opponent Balor needs to bring the Demon out. That part of the booking just doesn't make sense to me. I think it's just another TKO strategy to be like, oh, we need the Demon out. Why? Because we need to sell more tickets. People will buy tickets to go see the Demon.
Yes, because he's been put on ice for so long because he's been part of this whole Judgment thing. Which I mean, the Demon Balor would have been perfect for the Edge Judgment Day, the way he wanted to do it. Because that's all Judgment Day was supposed to be. Was supposed to be a new Brood 2.0. That's all it was supposed to be. Yeah. But things didn't go the way it's supposed to go, and they decided to change things. But I think we all going with Balor on this one.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I
Be
think
happy.
that I wouldn't be shocked if that one ends up being a 5 minute match.
Nah, yeah. If it's like a 5 to 7 minute match, I wouldn't even be mad at it because there's only so much that they can do.
Yeah,
Like I feel like what they should have did is honestly took the Trick Williams and Sami Zayn match, put that one of the first hour, took the ladder match and put it where Balor and Mysterio was at. Balor and Mysterio should be first as soon as the PLE starts. And
Yeah.
that ladder match would have probably, I mean, yes, even though that's going to set the tone for night 2, but like at that point, like nobody's really going to be interested in that first match. And you're already going to have butts in a seat to watch that Obafemi and Brock Lesnar, and then everybody's just going to get up and be like, oh, let me go explore, do whatever, like, because I don't want to sit here and watch this Sami Zayn match. But yeah.
And then finally,
the match that everybody wants to see.
the match that closes night 2, that closes Mania, in my opinion, the true main event of WrestleMania 42. Punk versus Roman Reigns.
The match we should have got last year for Mania, and not a triple threat match, correct?
Not a triple threat, right?
Correct.
Exactly.
All right, I just want to make sure. So where they literally hit the reset button to make us forget that they did it at Men in Black. They and erased our memory of that last year. So this is the true match. Honestly,
let's start with the build. Let's start with how we got here. What did you think of the build to get to this match at Mania?
I enjoyed it. To see Roman Reigns come back to, I don't know if he's a heel or a babyface. Because in this thing, I think Punk is supposed to be a babyface. But when you look at the way Roman's cutting these promos and everything, it's kind of given the vibe of we don't know what Roman is. We don't know what's Roman we're getting. Are we getting the really original tribal chief? Or are we getting the tribal chief after he lost his advocate?
Mm-hmm.
So the build is great because it just keeps you thinking the whole way through. And in all honesty, I cannot pick a winner on this one, yo. I can't pick a winner on this one, but the build is like, this build is actually between this build and the Obafemi and Brock Lesnar build. They're my top 2 favorite builds for WrestleMania. Oh,
Johnsy's already on it, man. Part-time Roman Reigns will win, and the bloodline returns.
But is it the real bloodline, or is it going to be that Solo Sikoa bloodline?
That's a good question, John Z. Fill us in. Now, the build-up.
But the build-up, the tension between them it actually makes sense the way they built it up. The way they built it up, because it literally kind of piggybacked off of last year.
Yeah.
Is literally continue from where they left off at. Just like when they did the Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. They literally picked it back up. So to actually get a conclusion finally, hopefully finally, but you know he's going, if CM Punk loses, he's going to want his rematch, which keeps it open a little bit longer. But like CM Punk said, like, we don't need a part-time person as champion. We need somebody, and I think that's the reason why people hate Cody Rhodes, because he's always there, and he's not there. He doesn't disappear for a long, extended time.
For me, my favorite part of this build was when they look at one of the first one-on-one promos that these two had. Roman says, I hate you. But why does he hate him? He went all the way back to 2014, man. CM Punk leaves the company. He goes on Colt Cabana's podcast. He says everything that he said on that podcast. And what's the aftermath for Roman Reigns? You made my life harder because of what you said about me on that podcast. He said that I had to make Roman look strong, that they were force feeding him down the audience's throat. And what was the effect of that? The audience rejected Roman Reigns so much for years and years and years. That made his life so hard in the WWE. And it wasn't until this changing character where the perception of Roman Reigns changed within the audience, and now it's been different. But there was a good stretch of time that, I could agree from Roman Reigns' perspective, from his truth as to why he hates CM Punk for so many years. And I bought it. I was like, damn, that he's telling the truth right there. Yeah, absolutely. He's got a point. CM Punk was a piece of shit for that.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but how much longer are they going to milk this? Because remember, they did this with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So it's just after a point we as wrestling fans, I remember it, but like I moved on past it, and I see why they are upset about it because it damaged their characters and all like that, and it took a while to rebuild. But without that, would we have the Roman Reigns that we have now? Or would he still be walking around? Would he still be walking around with that vest on? If CM Punk didn't leave, would we have ever really gotten this Shield and gotten the Dean Ambrose or John Moxley that we have now, the Seth Rollins that we have now, the Roman Reigns that we have now? No, we probably wouldn't have. No. We probably wouldn't have. So things have to happen for a certain reason. It's good to sell. I like the way that they're doing it and selling it, but I don't want this is like every time they come up, this is what they're going to reference back to.
Right.
So, but like, I liked it. When he said that he hated him, I felt the hate, like that hard, come out.
I felt it too.
I sat there like, wait, what? That's like with the whole Seth Rollins things. I really thought that was the whole, like the way that Seth Rollins was doing it. I felt like, hey, like he's really like coming from a real place. But then when you actually watch like a behind the scenes, it really wasn't that. It was just all put on for us.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, yes. And you saw the little promo cut that Roman Reigns did yesterday, the political thing that he did yesterday. All right, I was like sitting there, I'm like, wait, what? Really? Like this is what we're going to do now? But I did like it though.
Yeah.
I feel like if we could have more of that from time to time, it would help make these matches more interesting at the end of the day.
Do you think Punk had a point when he's talking about how Roman Reigns can't do it by himself?
He does have, to a certain point, yes. Because when he had the title for what was that, like what, 3-4 years or whatever, he always had the bloodline behind him.
Right.
So it's like, if you win this title now, to John C's point, is it going to be because of the bloodline, or is it just going to be because of you? Like, is this going to be? I don't know. I feel like if they're going to want to put the title onto Roman Reigns, they're going to need him the same like with Brock Lesnar, be able to come back every other week, not once a month, not a week before a pay-per-view or anything like that. He needs to come in every other week.
I already lived the part-time champion numerous times, whether it be through Brock Lesnar or through Roman Reigns. You know, if Roman Reigns becomes champion, I want to see him on the show more often. I don't want to have any more of this. He comes
part-time
back,
champions.
part-time. He comes back every 3 months or so. Like, no, I don't want that.
No, and I don't think anybody wants that because it makes your product stale.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, why am I watching wrestling? Like when they were doing that, it's like every time I'm like, why am I watching wrestling? If I don't get to see a championship belt be defended or see the champion come out and address the people. Like you look at it, you being a champion, like the highest champion, the world heavyweight champion or the universal champion, it's like you're being a king. If we don't get to see you, we're not going to want to watch. We're really not going to want to watch anything. We're just going to really want to be like, all right, well, I see it when I see it. Like I turn it on when I turn it on. Like I already know what's going to wind up happening. I already know who's going to win. The part-time person, the person who has the better contract of the two.
So of these two, who do you think needs the win more?
Honestly, I feel like Punk would need it more because we just like he really didn't get to put his imprint on it. Like he's just getting his feet in the mud. He has to go all the way down. Like I feel like his run is not done yet.
Okay.
So I feel like even if Roman Reigns lose this, it was still we know like he's going to come back. We know like he's going to have a title in a couple months. But I feel like CM Punk is like he's at his plateau. I mean, he's not as fast as he used to be. He's not as nimble, and it shows from time to time in some of his matches. Some of his matches just feel slowed down a little bit and all like that. So I feel like let him go ahead and continue his run and soon be like, just like I said before, like Triple H had that conversation with him, like, hey, like, let's start making your transition into producing storylines and all like that.
Yeah.
Being in the back. Like, I feel like he still has a little bit left in his engine.
Yeah, no, I agree. If at best, say Punk has 2 years left in him.
Agreed.
I would say he's got 2 years left before he has to hang it up. And when that happens, it's going to be a sad day in pro wrestling, man.
Oh yes, 100%. Because when he left, it was a sad day in wrestling.
Yeah, it was.
And like I mean, yes, if he didn't leave, we wouldn't have some of these wrestlers that we have now. But I feel like we missed a lot of CM Punk. Because who knows what would have happened between all those years of him being gone from wrestling.
That's right.
In all honesty, like when he went to AEW, I knew he wasn't going to last in AEW. He was too much of an outcast in AEW. Just did not mesh.
He had his shining feud in AEW was without a doubt MJF.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's who I would love to see in WWE. MJF.
It'll happen one day.
One day. Yeah, well, hopefully not too late. Not too late.
Do you guys follow any wrestling journalists? Not really, no.
Not really. Because a lot of them are like some of them are biased from time to time when it comes to promotions. Like they'll only focus on one and not like I don't know. I just don't follow the journalists at all. They some could be cool, some could not. But like me personally, if I watch it and then take it from myself. But then if I have to do any catch up, I catch clips from not major journalists, like small little journalists that's on social media, like the way you are, like get my information from there and all like that. I'm not going to go to some big person because like the one I do like though is Chris. Can't remember his name. I'm gonna get his name down though. But yeah, that's the only guy I really like. because he actually talk. He lets the wrestlers talk, and he. It doesn't matter if you're AEW or WWE. He does both.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
So I do kind of like when he getting information from him. He's non-biased. So that's if you had to put him on there, yes, I would agree. That's the guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I don't know if he counts as a wrestling journalist in the traditional sense. I don't know if Jonesy is talking about like I don't know if he means podcasters or actual journalists, like, you know, if you want to call Dave Meltzer a journalist. I know that there's also Mike Johnson. He, from what I hear from other wrestlers say that Mike Johnson is more professional. He does his homework. So I've heard more positive feedback about Mike Johnson. Dave Meltzer, I've never heard a good thing about ever. There's Brian Alvarez. Those are the top three that I can think of off the top of my head. Actually, I don't follow. I don't intentionally follow him, but I remember back in the 90s, I would go to my local public library, and my website to go to for wrestling news was WrestleZone.com. And
I remember that.
The one guy that I would constantly see articles from over and over again, and I still remember his name to his day because he's on Sirius XM Sundays. It's Justin LaBar. Justin LaBar is a name I've known since the 90s, from every time I would go on WrestleZone.com to find out spoilers if a show was overseas and they taped it. And I could find out the results beforehand. Like, that's where I would go.
Yeah, I heard that. Gosh, you going way back. I remember doing it. Going on there. I remember going on there when what was it, like Tuesday, Wednesdays, like whatever day, at school, and doing it at school on our school computers. Because remember back in the day, internet was like, it was expensive, and it was like a freaking arm and a leg to do it at home. Nobody can be on the phone or all like that. So I used to do it in school.
Yeah.
And in the computer lab, and just go and do all that. Yeah, those were good days though. Now, those were good days. Nowadays, it's not. So how about for you?
Oh, Jonesy used to buy Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazines.
You wouldn't. My mom had me signed up for when WWF used to send out those magazines. My mom actually had the subscription for me. So I remember getting in the mail all the time, along with my Game Informer.
Oh yeah, Game Informer, and WWE Magazine. Those were the ones that I would get.
That's it. Oh, it's Super Nintendo Power.
And when I would get my magazine, I would get my Divas posters in there, take them right out, put them up on my bedroom wall right there.
God, this guy. And then the ice creams that used to have wrestlers on the front of them.
Woo! Man, I love those.
They were the best ice creams. Best ice creams ever. Best.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. But who do you think needs this win more?
Man, that's the question right there. And I got a question for you after I answered this one. But my prediction for this match, it's going to be Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is going to win this one.
With or without the bloodline?
Without. They've really, because it wouldn't make sense if part of the story that they're building up here is that Roman Reigns can't do it by himself. So this is going to be the time where they finally pay that off and he wins this by himself, no help or anything. Does that mean that going forward afterwards he is a heel or a babyface? I don't know. That's a toss-up. That can go in any direction, and we find out what kind of champion he's going to be. But the way the story is playing out, this is going to be one where Roman Reigns has to not just prove to CM Punk, but prove to himself that he can, in fact, do it by himself. And that's what's going to happen. And Roman Reigns will be your champion once again, your tribal chief, with thumbs up in the air, acknowledging the tribal chief.
Thumbs or fingers?
Thumb. Oh, fingers. I said
This
thumbs,
is
right?
yeah.
I don't know why I said thumbs, but your fingers are going to go up, acknowledging the tribal chief is the champion.
So in other words, you're ready for another part-time champion. I got you.
I hope
Got
he's
you,
not going to
got
be
you.
a part-time champion, but yeah, that's my prediction.
Well, I mean, we agreed on some. I probably say we agreed on half of them.
Yeah.
So 50%, not bad. But like, I hope you enjoy it. Get that WrestleMania experience. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, once in a lifetime, because you can never repeat the same WrestleMania again.
No, you can't. Every WrestleMania is different. You're never going to get the same WrestleMania again, even if it happens at the same place. My God, I hope it's a better WrestleMania than last year's. I really hope so.
Yeah, last year's was.
But that actually ties into my question that I have for you, because I think it's fair to say the last great WrestleMania we had was WrestleMania 40. I don't know if you agree with me or not, but those last 5 minutes and that main event match were magic to me. Do you think this WrestleMania has the potential to be as good or better than WrestleMania 40?
WrestleMania 40 was in
Philly,
right? No.
Ooh, okay.
No, because that all that happened at the last minutes of the match is us going through our childhood. In all honesty, you got to admit that going through. See, Jonesy sides with me, going through our childhood, and to be there and witness it and feel it. And this is something I was going to bring up to you too. The entrances that they had, they need to go back to that. They need to bring those entrances back. Like there was themes behind it. Like Seth Rollins coming out with the mummers. People don't even know what if you're not from Philly or
You don't
South
know what the
Jersey,
mummers
you
are.
don't know what
Yeah.
the mummers are.
Yeah.
So my wife literally asked me, she was like, "What is the mummers?" I was like, "Oh, that's a tradition. New Year's Day, I used to go down to my aunt's house with my mom and all of us, and we used to watch the mummers." But like tradition, like things like that I feel like is a tradition of them having those special interests every time. And yes, I know it costs the company a lot of money to do, but it pays off to be able to say, all right, well, if you want to charge me more for my ticket, then go ahead and charge me more for my ticket at the end of the day, because it's going to make me more, I'm going to enjoy the experience now. But like, I feel like, yes, nothing's going to be able to top that. Nothing no time soon. Because honestly, we ain't going to get the Undertaker to come out again.
Oh, man.
We ain't going to get The Rock to come out. John Cena. You hear that Shield song?
Yeah. Did you when you were there at 40 and you heard that Shield song come on, did part of you think it was going to be Dean Ambrose?
Reunion?
Yeah. Did you think it was going to be Dean Ambrose coming out?
Yes, I really thought. I'm like, yo, they didn't like they got Dean Ambrose to come back. I was like, yes, and then it was Seth Rollins coming out hurt.
Right.
Like how it come out hurt. But nothing's gonna be the pinnacle of WrestleMania. And
it turned out to be even better that it was Seth Rollins and not Dean Ambrose, just because from a symbolic standpoint, he told Cody, "I'm going to be your Shield."
Oh yeah,
and what better way to do that than by coming out in Shield gear, Shield theme song, coming out and being his Shield in that moment. You know, it was that the layers in the story that went into WrestleMania 40 that played out in those last 5 minutes.
You're never gonna. You're not
I
gonna get it.
replay it. If it comes up in my video feed, I replay it. I'll sit there and spend the 5 minutes watching that all
And
over again.
I literally had that come up on Saturday, and it came up with The Rock coming down, and then everybody like on TikTok, everybody coming through, and then the Undertaker. I like when you hear that gong, you always get those goosebumps, no matter
Every time.
what. Every time, because I'm like, yo, like it's exciting. Like you're not gonna get this again. You're not. People don't understand how good wrestling is, and like nowadays, everybody's like, oh, well, part time this part. We grew up, there was no such thing as a part time wrestler.
Nope.
It's either you was
Definitely
a full time or you had to go to a different promotion.
Yep.
But now they accept part time wrestlers because they want to keep the longevity of them. And I'm just like, I get that. I get that these guys, but at the same time, you grew up watching this and you know what you had to do before you went into this. So, I mean, like, yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I was going to ask you, like, what how do you think that they can get back to actually being able to do those entrances, like those good behind theatrical entrances, like they used to? Or do you think that they will even think about doing that ever again?
Will they think about doing that again? Absolutely. Will it be executed as perfectly as it was? I don't know. It has to, like, all the puzzle pieces have to fit in. The circumstances have to be just right for that magic that was WrestleMania 40 to happen again. Jonesy, Joe, you going to any other shows in Vegas? Are there any indie shows? So there are a ton of things going on in Vegas Mania week. A lot of them I'm missing because I'm flying in on Friday. But there's going to be so many there's going to be so many lucha shows. There's there's an all women's oil indie wrestling going on in Vegas. There's going to be midget wrestling in Vegas. There's so much, man. There's so much. I'll be going to night 1 and night 2. I'm not going to SmackDown, but I don't think I told you this yet, Manny. I did get selected to go to the Busted Open Sirius M WrestleMania party Friday night.
Word?
Yeah.
Are you gonna get there in time?
I'm gonna get there just in time.
Yo, you go. Just make sure you sleep. Get some sleep on that plane. Because I'm telling you, like, this is what people don't understand. Is like he said, there's a lot that goes on during WrestleMania week, and for you to fly in, you're gonna miss a lot of it. But just to be able to experience the overall atmosphere of it, it'll still be wonderful for you. But yeah, no, they be having a lot of things going on because every indie wrestling promotion is going to be somewhere near Vegas. Because when they had it in Philly, there was like a bunch of different wrestling promotions that came out that don't usually come out. But they figure, hey, we already have wrestling fans here. Let's get them to come to our shows. They make money off of WWE. Whether you believe it or not, they make money off of WWE.
100%.
And sometimes those indie shows are way better from time to time.
Yeah, WrestleCon. Yeah, WrestleCon is there. It's just I'm not gonna be able to make it based on the time that I fly in. And I'm basically gonna be flying in, getting my rental car, going to my hotel, throwing my suitcases on the floor, and then leaving the hotel room right away because the Busted Open WrestleMania party starts at 7 and my flight arrives at 6:00.
So not that much time, and you don't know how traffic's going to be getting there.
No, I don't.
Traffic could always be. I just hope that they do. Let me put it like this, right? Let me ask you this: out of all those WrestleManias, right, that we grew up watching and all like that, which one would you say was your favorite?
Which one was my favorite? That's a lot of WrestleManias, man. Starting with 12, going all the way up to 41. Which one was my all-time favorite WrestleMania?
Like what lives in your head rent free?
WrestleMania 18.
Who
WrestleMania
enters?
18. That and the reason why is Rock versus Hogan. Rock versus Hogan. That lives rent free in my mind all day, every day.
I think that lives in everybody's head rent
Yeah.
free, because the I wish I was there in person, because imagine hearing the crowd, WrestleMania 10. Yeah, and just so many good different ones. But you want to know what interest I wish they would have did at night, which would have been perfect? Bray Wyatt and Undertaker's.
Man.
Remember when they came out? It was still daylight.
Yeah.
I was like, why didn't y'all save this till later when it's dark? Because Bray Wyatt coming out and like all that was going on. I was like, yo, that would have been perfect. Perfect. I say Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon. I like it more than Owen Hart versus Bret Hart.
Man, I wish I was into wrestling when WrestleMania 10 was out, because those two matches from that Mania stand out as being one of the best ones of all time. And I wasn't at that point. I've watched them, and I think that they're amazing matches. I just wish that I was into it at the time so that I could watch it when it happened, because it's one thing to go back and watch something that happened a long time ago. It's another thing to watch something and see it happening as it's happening live. You're part of that moment in history that you watch something when it happened. And that's the difference between watching something that's live and watching something that is archived, on the WWE Network or YouTube or something like that.
Yep, because I sometimes still pull up WrestleMania 20 Undertaker versus Kane, because I loved when he came back and all like that. But the one that I always liked was when Paul Bearer came back and gave Undertaker the fuel. Anytime Paul Bearer came back, I always loved it, because it's like we never got to see him actually depart WWE properly. Like, I wish we could have just, before Paul Bearer passed, got one more time when he was coming out with Undertaker.
That time for WrestleMania 20, when Undertaker faced Kane, it was Undertaker coming back for the first time as the dead man again.
Yes.
And the first thing that you hear before the gong, first thing you hear before the gong is
that screech.
Paul Bearer. Oh yes!
Oh my gosh, that's like one of the best sounds ever. Like, just hearing him.
I don't disagree.
I don't think anybody would just, between that and the flashes.
And the what?
The flashes from the cameras.
Oh my gosh.
That's what you don't see anymore. You don't see those flashes go off anymore because everybody has smartphones.
I wonder if I'm gonna be seeing a lot of people with signs in the crowd.
I miss that. I really do miss that. I miss that they don't have signs like they used to. Especially because back in the day, you used to always see Austin 316, somebody 316. There's always somebody 316.
Yeah.
I miss those signs, but they bring back the signs. Bring back the signs. If you had to bring back something from the Attitude Era, bring back the signs. Let us bring signs into it to show who we cheering for and show wrestlers, hey, we actually listen to words that you said that stuck with us. Like what? What was like? Austin had the best things ever. He had the best between Austin and Rock. I don't know who had better slogans, in all honesty. Like, all 100%. Signs were awesome. People making signs. Like, when I say bring signs back, don't allow them to bring signs of themselves, but like if it's like a sign of Danhausen, let them bring it in. Let them bring in like Austin 316. Let them bring those in because that's part of the experience at the end of the day.
100%.
Like me staying up the night before and making my sign is worth it. I put time and effort into that. Like I'm not coming in to destroy anything or anything like that. If you sign it, then I'm gonna keep it forever. Like there you go. Like it's fun. It's fun. Bring back signs at the end of the day.
Bring back the signs. Sign of the night. I remember going to a show. They would do sign of the night.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember
people trying to make sure that their sign gets shown on the Titantron, because if it's on the Titantron, that means it's on live TV.
Yep. I remember one time it was a Royal Rumble in Philly and CM Punk was there. And my sister was obsessed with CM Punk. And he has that little Pepsi logo.
Yeah.
She drew a sign of his tattoo. And like every time, because she was sat right there in that little, like right there in the little corner. So every time the camera would be facing the ring, you could see she would always throw up her sign. So we knew at home, oh, she's right there. We see her every time. Her and my brother. Like, it's just good memories at the end of the day. Something that you remember and that you have fun with.
Definitely.
But yes, sir. I'm excited for this weekend. I'm excited.
Manny, I have something to tell you right now.
What up?
And this is the first time here on Hot Takes and Headlocks. But this is officially the longest episode of Hot Takes and Headlocks that I've ever had on here.
I'm looking at it, yo, like almost 3 hours.
3 hours, man. I've never approached 3 hours before. I've gone 2:15, 2:17, maybe 2:20. I've never approached 3 hours before. So this is take that as a badge of honor for you, man, because I don't know if it's ever gonna happen again. But
if we get together again,
to you, because
if we get together again, it will be. We're gonna run it back. But
probably.
you gotta remember, we used to always talk wrestling the entire time. Every time we met up, it was just nothing but wrestling.
Yeah,
that's all it ever was.
Absolutely.
I'm happy. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time. Thank your viewers and all like that. You guys, I do stream. I am getting back in streaming. I had some stuff going on. You can follow me on TikTok. It is at Manvel. On TikTok and YouTube and Twitch. Always stream on the weekends. May not be wrestling games, but I do play Arc Raiders and I do talk to everyone. So if you have any other questions, you want to just drop a follow, be more than happy.
Are we friends?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd say we were friends.
Absolutely.
I know this guy for 10 years?
Here's a little behind the scenes here type of thing with my relationship with Manny. We started off as what would you call it? It was like work partners, Yes. We started off as work partners, and each time I would visit Manny, we just went into the weeds, especially when we found out we both were into wrestling. It was over right there.
After that, it was just that was it.
Yeah.
Every time we would see each other, we wouldn't even talk work related stuff.
Right.
It would just be wrestling, and then he'd be like, "Oh, well, by the way, we need this, and this," and then it'd be right back to wrestling. That's it.
Yeah.
We never talked about real work stuff, and we've been talking about like getting together and doing this for like couple months now, couple weeks probably.
Yeah.
I was like, I told him, I was like, well, now we're co-workers technically.
Technically,
we're co-workers.
We went from work partners to friends, and now we're co-workers in different parts of the company. But the whole point here is that we started off as just work partners, and then it just grew into something more. And now we're here doing a stream talking about Wrestlemania for 3 hours. I gotta wake up in the morning to take my kids and then go to work. But
I got to get up and go to work in the morning,
all
but
worth it, man. This is WrestleMania week.
Worth it. Yeah, like I'll always be down to do this again. Like I told you, you know my schedule. I'm always open. Like I have no problem. I'll come on here. We can talk wrestling. We can do a wrestling-a-thon on a day off, just straight 8 hours. We could probably literally sit here and talk 8 hours straight wrestling.
Well, listen, I said it in the beginning. Gaming extraordinaire, but this guy is the professor of wrestling. I don't lie when I say that. This is this is WrestleMania weekend. This is Professor Mania right here. Professor Mania is in the house. Okay, he'll talk to you about anything about wrestling, and that's just one of many reasons why I knew having you on this show, on this pod, was going to be a good fit. And it just needed to happen in its own time. Organically, it happened. And what better time to do it than WrestleMania week?
Exactly. Now, The next thing that we got to get together for is for this stuff in the back. Everybody asks me about this. I'm surprised nobody in chat asked me about all this stuff in the back yet. But yes, eventually we'll get to Marvel next, because that's another thing that we share in common as well. But that's later down the line. So, but yes, I appreciate you having me on, yo. I always enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm always ready to come back whenever you need to. I'll be happy.
Yeah, I tell everybody, thank you for your time. Especially thank you for your time. 3 hours talking wrestling, breaking down 2 nights of WrestleMania.
Didn't feel like it.
Yeah, man. It went by so fast. It felt like an hour and a half, not 3 hours.
It's no problem, yo. I'm always here for you, yo. Told you.
All right, we'll take one last question from Johnsy here. And who's your favorite Marvel character?
Oh, man. If you could see, let me see. Where is it at? Well, first off, it depends. If it's all right, I'll go like this. My favorite superhero character, Iron Man. I have almost every Iron Man Funko Pop you can think of. I have the Iron Man Infinity Gauntlet. I'm getting the Iron Man custom mask where like it opens up. My favorite villain, in all honesty, would be Galactus. Galactus is my favorite villain of all Marvel. Not Doctor Doom, Galactus. He is God tier.
Ooh. Okay.
Nobody can tell me anything different. And yes, I will debate God Doom as well. I've debated people. I know my facts when it comes to comics. So do not try me. You see that? You see my little Galactus right there? That's that. And then I got both shields and everything. This is a collection.
Exactly.
Don't.
We're not going to debate you, man. We know your favorite superhero. We're not going to debate the fact that Superman is the best superhero of all time. Whoa. And we're going to get to that on a future episode of Hot Takes and Headlocks.
Yo, we're going to have this debate. We're going to have this debate because I debunked a Superman fan. I'm ready for this, yo. I'm ready for this.
It's not happening tonight, man.
I know it's not happening, but we're going to have this, yo. Set this up. I'm ready. No. Captain America is just trash.
Oh, Captain America is trash. Johnsy, we got some fighting words here, man. All right, you guys. That's going to be it for Hot Takes and Headlocks. Be sure to email me if you're interested in being on a future episode of Hot Takes and Headlocks at hottakesandheadlocks@gmail.com. It's like Donkey Kong. Oh my God, man.
I wore it just for this. I wore it just for this, y'all.
Just for that. Oh man, what a perfect shirt to wear to a losing battle about Superman being the best superhero of all time. All right.
But thank you. Good night, you guys. I appreciate you guys.
All right, man. See you guys. Thank you for the stream. See you guys again soon for another episode of Hot Takes and Headlocks. Good night.